This is the Levels Network. I am Justin Horo, joined by the Triple AG, Willie Mason, and the bro, Lukey Stowe. Now, if you are watching this, you're probably watching it about 12 hours after you normally would, and we'll get to that in a little bit. We also will get to our grand final plans and announcements coming up on Thursday. So I had a comment here from Had It Knees. Boys, me and the Cuzzies are sorting GF tickets to support the Wars. They think they're in, mate.
That's solid, isn't it?
And you just said to me just before.
They're a problem. They're the real deal.
Mace just goes to me before, he goes, you watched the Wars game? I said, yeah. He goes,
it's a different animal.
Different animal. All right. This is the comment from Had It Knees. Are you guys doing anything cool that we can come by and support? Cheers, boys. See you in their Wars gears.
Levels is owning fucking grand final week, I reckon. Starts off, 1st of October?
1st of October.
Levels Golf Day.
Levels Golf Day.
That's our third year, isn't it?
It is our third year, correct.
And then, so I think we've been talking about this for 10 years. Like, what do we do anything for grand final week? All we care about is the day. This is a whole NRL.
Maybe not 10 years because we on've been together for 3.5.
Well, we had chat. We probably had a chat 10 years ago.
We probably did in South of France.
South of France, this conversation come up.
Hey, you know when we're going to be doing a podcast together? I reckon after about 4 years, we should do a grand final show and smash it out at the park.
That's the conversation.
Hey, do you reckon the Wars will be in the grand final, mate?
Yep.
100%.
We're going.
What, did you start Wars? Did we start Wars 10 years ago?
We did. Copiers. But I've always been big on doing something for grand final week.
Yep.
And we've sort of started a bit of a, how do I say, like a relationship with Star City.
Yes.
In the last couple of years, we've been building slowly.
We had the decider at Gold Coast Star as well. So it's the Star franchise that we're aligned with.
Something that we've been building behind the scenes, myself and the team at Levels, is something like proper with Star City. And we're going to do it finally this grand final. Lunch at Star City.
Okay. So that is the announcement. That is the part we can tell you.
That's it.
We have
lunch
3 guests. It's a lunch. It's going to be from 12 to 2. So you still got plenty of time to have a couple of beers, kick the feet up. If you want to travel to the grand final, then
this might be
you
your
can do
fourth
that.
day.
If you just want to kick the feet up and hang around with us and have a few drinks at the Star, you can do that as well. So this isn't the official announcement. This is the pre-announcement. And what I want you guys to do is we have a current coach attending our lunch event. So let us know who you think that coach is. We have a current player joining us at the show.
Freak.
He's a Origin player. He is a representative player. And we have a former
Golden Boot winner.
Yeah. We can't make it more obvious.
I know a heap of Golden Boot players.
If you know Levels, you might have an idea of who it's going to be, but you might struggle to pick all 3.
You won't get the coach.
They might get the coach. If
they can connect the player, they might get the coach.
Well, proper L1s.
Nah, still no. I don't think so.
All right, L1s will. I bet they get it.
Proper L1s. Let's give away no more.
Yeah.
All right,
what should we come up with? You know what I'm going to do?
There'll be a little drinks package we can figure out with the Star.
Yeah, I might
if
be
we
able to.
I
was going to
maybe we can't do that.
I don't.
Yeah, tickets. Well, we can. We can put a Levels
we'll
tab.
Just put a fucking $1,000 on there for you.
We can give you a Levels tab.
Yep. Let's go with. So for 2 people that buy tickets, and you've got to get it right, obviously, and be there. Let's put on a couple $100 for them each, and we'll get a wristband for them, and have a beer with them while we're there. How about that? All right. So you need to get all 3: a current coach, a current player, he's a rep player, and a former player, he's a former Golden Boot winner. Speaking of the Wars, let's get to this clip that Mace sent in this morning. He saw a clip from the Backstage podcast with Matthew Johns, Cooper Johns, and Jack Johns. They're doing a great job, aren't they? Can you just turn your brightness up a bit, Lukey, before you flick it around for us? Beautiful. I watched about 10 seconds of it, loved it, and I said, you know what, let's save this. I want to watch it properly, and then Mace had some...
I do laugh at players when they go, I just want to retire because I just feel like it's time to spend more time with my family. mate, you'll want to play against him. Hey, Sean, have you basically been baptised into the world of journalism by having an angry call at a coach or a player or anything? You haven't done that yet.
I refuse to. I refuse to go down that path.
Yeah.
And it's probably off the back of Matty. I was quite opinionated as a player about what I'd often hear through broadcasts. I'm not going to name names, but it was never lost on me how quick some of the things that were said from former players that are now in the space. It's like they just forgot.
Yeah.
The human element to all of this and how hard the game of rugby league is. And there's been times when I've sat on the couch at home and it's about another team, equally just as much as it's about the teams I was playing. And it's like, you realise that you weren't the perfect player yourself, son.
Yeah.
The delivery and the tone and the way you can talk about something, that's what I'm passionate about. That's why I really have stepped into the space. I want to do it in a way that I always maintain that level of understanding on ground level, what it's like out in the middle of the park, because it looks a whole heap different from the commentary box than what it does when you're out there.
It doesn't.
Right? First person. So as long as I can continue, and I do that, tonight, I have it at the forefront of my mind when I'm calling the game, when I'm breaking it down on League Lounge on Monday nights live in NZ, I'm player first,
Spot on. And Johnny, you
fuck,
can
he's
be
good,
critical
man.
as long as
The way he breaks shit down.
There's certain things in the game that I think people
Yeah.
don't understand how it sounds. Like, let's say, for instance, like the one that I really hate was when a player gets the ball, someone calls the ball and gets it, and what they're doing, they're just thinking ahead of themselves and they fumble the ball. Yeah. And people go, oh, he's had a look, and you go, and sometimes commentators who have never played saying that, and you go, you don't realise what you're saying by doing that. It's almost like you're insinuating that he was scared.
100%. The power that words can carry, and the one that, to your point, the one that got me a lot was, all he needed to do was draw and pass. Okay. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But it's the 75th minute of the game. There's a bit of fatigue. How about we put some context onto the situation? How about Stephen Crichton has just defended that beautifully? There's context to every situation, but I feel like sometimes it can just be lost in saying, Johnson, he all he had to do was draw and pass. Yeah. And then the punter listening to wherever they are, they go to the workplace and say, see, Johnson can't even draw and pass. It's like, well, I think I can. Yeah. But context in any situation, right? So that's kind of what I want to do. That's what I want to try to achieve. And I'll see how long, I'm only 2 years out, so I'll see how long
I love it. Yeah, I love that.
There's
because
so
it's
much
so
to that,
honest, so much to. So we'll just unpack that.
Yeah, let's go.
And why I put it on there is because my era and his era, your era was. My mum was most of my stuff was pre social media.
Yes,
right? 2000s. Do whatever you wanted to. Couldn't care less about what a journalist had to say. I sort of got that in it right. So I was like, it's your job to hammer the game or whatever. But it's the players, right? The former players back then who played in the 90s and stuff that you think that would have your back were the biggest fucking haters of all time. I was like, me and MG, Mark Guy, were going at it the whole 2000s because I can name names. It was just me and him.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck would... And MG and I are cool now.
Yeah.
But he was coming through that space where it was like, I've just retired. I'm on Triple M. He's all good now because he's all right. He's made a good name for himself and everything like that. But it was on the back of most of us.
Do you think there was... I'm just trying to think maybe the psyche behind it.
It was just clickbait at its best back then, and without it being called clickbait, he was just trying to make a name for himself in the media. Yeah. I was one of the biggest names, and he'd have a fucking massive crack. And I thought MG was cool. I was saying to Gowie and Joey, and I said, "What's he having a crack at me for? Yeah. Sack him, kick him out of the game, this sort of shit." I'm like. So I had a little bit of power with this.
Was this in commentary during games?
This
or
is
was
him
this,
on Triple M on the radio
and stuff? Was this getting interviewed?
Him getting interviewed, just having a crack at me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was fucking blindsided me because I loved MG as a player.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying this now because that's the only sort of player that was having a crack.
Yeah.
But I understood now because he was like, he just finished up and he's like making a name for himself.
Yep.
I was one of the big names and he'd come at me and I was like, all people, he shouldn't be coming at me. It'd be different if it was like
grill team era.
Saint fucking Mark Guy, you know what I mean? But you look at the rap sheet and go, fuck, he's just as wild as me.
Yeah,
you just expect people from the same sort of cloth. I was shocked at it.
Was more yours personality, not playing style?
Yeah, the way because I knew MG.
Yeah, because you've never told me this before.
No, it was fucking, MG had a fucking beef for the whole 2000s.
I remember you told me once.
I was like, fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And that's why I looked at that and went, fucking sort of brought up that because we had no leg to stand
We've
on
seen
as a
MG
player.
a couple of times. You're
Yeah,
good with
but we're
MG.
good now.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
MG's good. I'm good. I'm retired and I don't fucking hate anyone.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like, you know, with me and journos, that couldn't give a fuck. It's
Yeah.
not a personal thing. You know what I mean? Like where I thought it was personal.
Gotcha.
Because he should be having my back, I thought.
Gotcha.
And the journos can have a crack because that's their job.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what fucking Buzz Rothfield thinks or fucking Kent or anyone thought. I don't care because you're not a player. Do you know what I mean? And you haven't
So-
been out in this fucking...
Did it hurt a little bit more?
It did, yeah, because I loved MG as a player.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Where's this coming from? I was ringing Gowie and everyone going, the fuck is his problem?
Yeah.
It's just MG. I was like, fucking tell him to pipe down. Like, he's fucking killing me.
Yeah.
Fucking get him out of, like, Anzac Test, like, Australian teams and shit. Like, hey.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, no. You don't fuck with someone's sort of reputation like that. And we had no leg to stand on. There's no Instagram. There's no fucking podcast. There's nothing. So I'm just sitting there copping all the strays from everyone in the media anyway, and then my own kind.
Yeah.
Where I'm thinking he should have had my back. I'm like, so I was going back and forth with him because I was a.
How did you do that, though?
I was a
What was
writer. I was a writer for the Sun Herald. I'd made fucking
AP?
Yeah, I was
Presenko?
Presenko was my man, and Danny Widler
Yeah.
for the fucking Herald. So
All
I had
the
my
exclusives.
guns loaded, mate. And I fucking come out, and exclusive was always fucking baiting me, going, "You see what MG said? I'll be on the piss down at fucking Ravisi's on a Sunday. Had to get the thing in on Monday. Yeah, fuck him. You know what I mean? Like, and then it got sort of personal with him and I, and then I was just like,
Here we go.
damn.
Mason a scapegoat for league's troubles. Yeah. His words was, let's get rid of Willie Mason. Tomorrow it's say, let's get him out of the team and everything will be kosher. I guarantee it. Because he was on with Hadley.
Yeah. I was like, you fucking asshole. Yeah, that's what I was sick. It was heavy shit.
Oh, it was when you drew dick. They thought you threw dicks on.
Dick pictures
That's
and
the
shit. I was
context
just-
of it. The dicks at the Liverpool sign.
And it wasn't even that. Yeah, remember like when in 2004, bit of context here. 2004,
Sorry.
we had
go on.
we were doing a signing session at Harvey Norman, and me and Kurt Gidley and everything. It was all wide news, right? It made a massive thing because then it was because of Gaznu got kicked out of the Origin side.
Gotcha.
For the fucking
Yep.
blah blah blah. So everyone can. This is all well known news. This is not me fucking telling a story.
Yeah.
Right. So me, Kurt Gids, and that were just sitting there on doodling on this the bed. I mean the tablecloth, right?
Posters and
Tablecloth,
stuff, yeah.
posters,
Where
signing
you
each
sign a
other's
poster,
name, just
yeah.
doing dumb shit like kid shit.
Like actually doodling.
Yeah, and then they said that I was drawing like mean shit and fat people and like.
So it went all the way. How's this?
Then I got kicked out of Origin for that. What? Yeah, mate, listen.
I'm reading the article. So it was at a Harvey Norman store. Jerry Harvey got involved to examine the tablecloth.
This is how petty this fucking shit game was. I nearly got dropped from Origin for that. It was fucking hectic in 2004.
Yeah, and
That was on top of the-
lo and behold, Mason's doodles turned out to be an innocent childlike pictures of a flower in a pot, a fat little man, funny faces, noughts, crosses, and stick figures, the kind of doodles you might find on any journalist's pad. The great tablecloth incident was a fizzer.
This
This is why people at that era thought I was an absolute fuckwit.
Yeah.
It was compounding everything. So everything that was said, they go, this guy's just a fuckwit. Like, get him out. Like, and I was like, oh, wow.
He said it on the footy show, MG.
MG was on the
So
footy show.
MTV, all this is 2004.
Was
And then
MG
Hadley was in
regular
the
on
other
show?
show?
Or
Yeah,
no?
he was. Yeah, Hadley was was another one. But
Yeah.
I'm good with all these dudes because I'm not like I don't try and be this arsehole who's going to try and fight these guys. Like guys like MG,
Yeah.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But guys like Ray Hadley, they run the media, mate. I'm not silly.
And you see him all the time.
Do I
too.
have to fucking
You're
argue
eventually
with
going to
Ray?
run into him at
Yeah.
a gig. Yeah.
And there was one time with there's a couple of incidences anyway, and then all you have to do with those big guys is like confront them and just shake their hand.
Yeah.
So what am I doing? What am I doing?
See,
wrong?
that's a
That's why you pride.
that's a version of what Shaunie's talking about. I think there's also like a version that he may be alluding to, which was more so just like the lack of constructive criticism in play-by-play calls and commentary. It's so funny. We obviously ran into Matty up in Newcastle for Old Boys Day, right? So it's perfect to sort of just be discussing this, and it was cool to have a beer with Matty, and you were up there for Old Boys Day and catching up with some mates.
Great day.
And he just talked about how he just has never had, like, he every now and again he has to do it for big games and has done it for big games, but he doesn't like the commentary.
Yeah.
And he's talking about the pros and cons, and that's a private conversation, but he talked about the pros and cons and was like really complimentary of me and stuff.
Yeah.
And he, you know, been
'Cause
listening to me
there's an art to it, mate.
the stuff that I've been doing at SEN, but he just talked about how, again, because it's a private conversation, and he's just pretty much alluding to what Shawnee's talking about there, where he just, you know, when he sits down and watches a game, he just wants to dial into a game.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you're doing commentary, you've got to sort of just like something's passed or whatever. But yeah, that's a really interesting clip. It's
the context part that he's trying to say. Like, most of the time when he was just saying the draw and pass, like, what about the context of the great defensive play, right?
Yeah.
Like, flip it around a little bit, show the people at home what sort of defensive player Stephen Crichton is, or GI or whatever it was. And this is why he couldn't draw and pass, because he actually can draw and pass. He's one of the best at it. And these are all the players. That's what the analyst, that's when he comes in, right? The caller, the minute on call or whatever, play-to-play caller. And then you go to these analysts and they don't know how to break it down.
Yeah.
Right? There should be more context in with the former player, right? Breaking games down when they go down short sides, and have a look at the defense, flip it over in attack, everything like that. You've got time to do it. When they break down the whole plays, they just can't articulate it good. And I'm like,
Some
that's
better than
fucked.
others, for
Some
sure.
can't.
Yeah.
Some can, some can't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I think Mick Ennis does it a real good job.
Yep.
But there's a couple of blokes there who you ask for that, because they call them analysts. Analyze the fucking game. Properly, like, do your homework. You're in systems, you know the game. Like, you've got to be able to do it.
I'll tell you what, like, and I'll give him a rap as well. And he returned to the field on the weekend for New South Wales Cup. Our man Bailey Simonson.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing some commentary, play-by-play stuff with him. He's been wanting to get some extra reps and just, you know, work, work on his craft. Just like, he's had a heap of injuries. Perfect reasons to be doing it, and he's, you know, been doing an excellent job. And you forget. I feel like I've got a good feel for the game, and I study it hard, and I watch it hard, and I talk about the game, and I know players. Yeah. And then you get a little bit humbled. I go back to that conversation, or that moment sitting in the box with Turbo at the start of the year, and you're actually in a box with people that are living it. It's the same feeling I get when I'm with Bailey calling a game sometimes, and he talks about tip sheets, scouting reports, stuff they're looking to target. Some stuff, a lot I know, like I do know a lot as well, because, you know, like I say, they're really detailed with it. But then there's some stuff and you just go, fuck, you've been out of the game for a bit.
And that's why
it takes humility to be able to say that, to go like, to sit there and go, fuck, this is good. Because I'm taking pieces from him. So he's like, you know, we're talking before and after games, and he's like, oh, how was I? And a little bit nervous and all this sort of stuff. And, you know, I've got the reps in doing commentary now, but he's got the reps that I can't just get, which is training, which is video sessions, which is detail, all that stuff. So
that's why we work good together, right? So just before I was back with the Dogs, I was in that, you know, I was just out of the game, but in sort of the game, you sort of go, has the game gone past me a little bit? Or am I just watching the same sort of game? I get it's a little bit quicker, physicality's all right, like you can't fight, I get that. But it's like little things that haven't gone past. So when I went into the Dogs, I learnt a lot of Ciro and Gus and all these sort of things about just the training routines and just the little detailed defensive stuff.
Plans.
That's why I'm so defensive.
Schemes.
Like I can see it very easy.
Yeah.
Because I ask Ciro, he's on another level.
Yeah.
The shit that he's doing. Yeah. And then we try and filter that into the pathways all the way down, which is nearly impossible to tell a 17-year-old kid the detail of a Cam Serraldo's defense, right? Because he's created this whole monster. And it works well. I keep saying with the Wires, they've got it. Yeah. Right. But it took them a couple of years.
So you get to view the game through
I get to view
lens.
the game through that lens. I get to go to training and watch anything. If I want to go up there and just watch first grade train, just sit in the stand or sit on the sides and just have a chat to Ciro, I can.
That's a real advantage for us.
It's a big advantage. That's why, like, when I break games down, we break defenses down.
Yeah.
I know exactly who the fuck fucked up. in educated pub talk.
Yeah.
Where I'm privy to that, and I'm privileged to see that, right? And not many people can. And where Serraldo is the GOAT at that.
Do you want to give him a little bit of credit for the educated pub talk?
Yeah. So Sammy Thaiday, I was doing me and Sammy. We did a big Origin talk.
This is a good chat.
And we're just talking shit, and I was just saying, how you go on Channel 9 and this and that. He goes, oh, I fucking love the podcast and this and that. And I said, And he goes, you know what it is? He goes, you know what you're given? He goes, it's an educated pub talk.
Yeah.
I said, you're fucking right. Because how many times am I just sitting, people don't even they don't know the difference between a podcast and I see them in the pub.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just probably more at a pub. You're probably going to get more detail because you can't fucking, it's not going out to everyone. He goes, that's all you're doing, mate. So I said, that's exactly what you've been doing, Sammy,
got
on
half
another level, right?
You've got half a dozen schooners in you as well.
Yeah, fucking hell, you really get it fully unload then. But yeah, that's what he said. And I said, that's exactly what it is. An educated pub talk. That's what a podcast is. Or this is how we run ours.
Yeah.
Because we know what's going on.
Yeah.
And we're not so disconnected from the game. Some of these people that are in the running the game are so disconnected from the game. They're not in. They're not privy to go into clubs and seeing how it's really done week in, week out, how many sessions they have, all that sort of stuff. I did that in 2023. I did the whole year. I was like, fuck, that's a lot.
And might have burnt bridges as well where they just can't communicate to.
So you just sit on your
disconnected
fucking
from
desk and you just, man.
Yeah.
It's far, you know, some of these guys, like even like Gordy, he's been out of the game for 22 years when he retired.
Yeah, wow.
It's a long time, man.
Yeah.
That's someone's who's 22 now that's been in the game. Like a young
Celessi Ficchetti.
yeah, someone like that.
Yeah, it was Celessi Ficchetti would have been
It's like Casey McLean when he got called Casey
All those
Maguire.
dudes.
He didn't
Yeah.
even know who he was.
He wouldn't have known.
he did. He knew who he was, obviously. He was
I'm
slipping
fucking
the tongue.
oh, I swear to God.
He would have had to
probably wouldn't
ask.
Come on, man. Loz, we're past all that. We've lost. We've got,
Oh, you're trying to bring Loz up? What do you hate Loz for?
what are you hating on Loz for, man?
What do you hate Loz for? Yeah, but it is an educated pub.
And here's another one too. Like being up there. I wonder if I can share this. Like because they had an old boys day, right? There was a couple of players in and around celebrating with the old boys, and had a chat to a couple of Newcastle.
I was trying to
boys.
watch it on telly. Were you in the?
No.
You didn't go there on the field.
No, Mace doesn't go on the field.
Yeah.
Anyway, so had a chat to a couple of players, and they were really complimentary. Again, it's nice to hear. They obviously love Mace because Mace wasn't with me at this time, and you know, like they'd been sent videos and clips, and I won't say who it is because you know don't want to. They were allowed to be there. They're obviously with the old boys and all that stuff. So, but we'll just keep the players. But it's nice to hear. And then I remember having a chat with someone about like. I used as an example for the reason I like to speak positively about players because when I was coming through, obviously not a big name player, and I felt like when Rab started to notice me, right,
you made it.
When Rab said something nice about me, everyone was going to say something nice about you. That's how much weight his opinion or his voice held in the game. So I remember like I can't remember the exact game, but he gave me a rap. And it was like a Channel 9, obviously a Channel 9 game. And I remember people coming up to me that week.
Rabs loves you.
No, you were just going, you've been going really good this week. Like, you know, and Rabs must have said something like, he could be a player, this kid, or something like this really early on in my career. And it's like, fuck.
Does hold weight by what they
and then
say.
people come up to you in the street and they're like, fuck. You know, like, fuck, you've been playing well.
But I think...
And I'm like, fuck, that's because Rabs was saying it for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I think people in a privileged position, when you're on a podcast, if you're on Channel 9, if you're on Fox Sports, Channel 7, whatever the fuck you're doing, it holds weight. And it still holds weight. So like we saw people from Peter Shields, right, to a young kid like Daniel Saifidi loving our podcast.
Yeah.
One's 50-something, one's like fucking 30.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like DSAF's going, love it. He goes, I call you Shaq. So it's good. So we're hitting all levels where
that's so just we'll finish up on this, Lukey. Yeah, so we went to Old Boys Day. So he had Old Boys Day, and then there was a pub, there was a beer after. They invited a couple of players, even some coaches that were there as well.
Hagues.
Disappointed, obviously. Hagues was, you know, he was at Para when I was there. He gave me my first full-time contract, so I was chatting
He
to
got me
Hagues
down
for
the
a bit.
dogs.
That's the famous story with Mace too. So if people aren't familiar with Michael Hagan, premiership winning coach with the Knights in 2001 with Joey, and had some great years at Parramatta before he had to, due to health reasons, that's why Hagues had to finish up. And he's just been enjoying doing sort of mentoring and also coaching, helping out Mel during he was a part of the era with Mel and the
always connected to the game. You need people like him around.
And then there's like guys coming up, and I've got like there were guys, and I'm more telling you, Lukey, and our audience together, like ex-players like Peter Shields and some retired players that are 50, 55, you know, going on 60, love the potty.
Yeah.
And it helped for you for that era. SCN's a big, that's in their dial. Or in the car.
Those old fellas, like Peter
and they all
Shields.
know, because you talk about levels on SCN, they like it all.
It'd be all connected, right?
Yeah.
That whole smart SCN.
Yeah.
Smart. Smart
SEN
movers.
syncing up the levels.
Sync, scope,
Yeah.
skin.
Even just putting it on in the car, like you get in, like you jump in a car with an old fella and you just have the AM radio with SEN on.
Yeah.
Like it's just what they do.
Yeah, you're right.
You
know?
need to start working at SEN.
You're trying to get a job. What? I know some people.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, good weekend though, Mace, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, filled the cup, that one. That was a good weekend. And
Just good to see. Like I love Bedsy, Kurt Gidds, Hauso, that sort of gang.
yeah.
Robbie Rockow.
I didn't even play for Newcastle, and I was like, fuck, this is cool. They do it right.
They do it good, man.
They
Melbourne.
do it right, mate.
And
They're
what
the
we
best.
say, it's the recently established clubs.
Yes.
You know, like 1999, Melbourne was there. 98, 99.
Have a look when Newcastle Knights come into the
88.
competition.
88.
Was
for
it 88?
Newcastle,
Because I thought
But
it
I'm
was
just trying to
early
say
80s.
Melbourne. No,
Yeah.
88.
Yep.
88. And then
Melbourne 99.
Melbourne's 99.
Did they win the first year, 99?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But they come in and so what you're talking about, 200, 300 players that had only been there, not thousands.
Yeah.
So when you talk about the Bulldogs and Souths
Para.
and all these teams that have been around for 90 plus years,
Yeah.
you can't get any of them, right?
Well,
It's
there's a bit of a
hard.
dis- there's a
So
bit
much
of
of a
disconnect.
distance.
Yeah.
I wish I
Literally can't get them. Like the fucking some have passed away and everything like that, obviously. But like just to get that our generation onwards, you're trying to get those and connect with the 80s players and but it's hard, man. It's hard to do.
Yeah, it is.
But they do it right.
And it's the and another factor, obviously they won 99. Joey, they won 90. Newcastle won 97, won 2001, and they've got premiership winning players. Like to have Matty Johns there, Danny Badiris, Kurt Gidley from the next generation, you from the next generation, Mace. To have that representation, and then like a guy like Daniel Saifidi who's just returned and coming back for his twin brother.
Yeah.
And then you're just getting all the errors and they're all connecting. Like I just
pretty
kept on
cool,
I
eh?
kept on telling all the old boys I was speaking to all night. I'm like, I'm so jealous of this. I wish we had more like better representation at our clubs at Manly and Parramatta. But it's something I want to like. I feel like we've got a platform for it, right? So I was thinking about it on the way home. It's just like how can I play a part with the people that I'm familiar with from my eras to get them involved because
It's
What
hard,
do you mean?
man.
Like get them to your club
Yeah,
events, make
yeah.
sure they can make it, sort
I
of
mean,
thing?
like, you know, it's like I could probably talk about it more. I can get people involved. I know Jamie Bureau does it with, he's highly involved, he's one of my best mates. Boxy does a great job. Mark Bryan at Manly. Parramatta's so like the
Wide.
history of the club is so wide.
Yeah.
It's just different groups.
1935 the Dogs win. I
And
think
the
he's
lack of
45.
premierships from 86 with some of those old guys, I think, is a big part of it as well.
Yep.
Like there was some errors there where people didn't win games.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah, and they struggled a little bit, and I think maybe some of those guys struggled to turn up to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is.
anyway,
It's and it's a big thing. Like where the Knights, they pay for people's flights. They put them up in hotels if they're out of New South Wales. So that's another thing where clubs just have to dig into their pocket a little bit to fly the guys down from Cairns and that. So and it makes them feel fucking special and connected to the club again.
yeah, there's a full-on committee, right?
Yeah,
for
there's a committee
Newcastle.
for Newcastle, old boys. I didn't even know. So yeah, but it's hard for clubs to do that where you're older than I reckon 60, 70 years.
Yep.
But-
Because that's a lot of flights for a lot of people if they all, if everyone confirms. Yeah. So that's another
on
advantage
the topic
Salary
of-
cap too.
I'm spewing. I didn't screenshot it when I saw it on Facebook this morning. The referees had an old boys day at
Shut up.
on the weekend. I'm not even lying. So shout out to just old boys
fucking- why are
culture
we
just getting
laughing?
around.
I can't not laugh. You're taking the piss.
All right, here's who was there.
Bill Harrigan, captain.
Nah, the badge.
Fucking oath. He's running it
The
already.
badge was there.
Are you just guessing?
Here we go. I've got it.
Matty Chechen was there.
Chechen. I love Chechen.
Who was the man that got kneed by Sammy Thaiday? Della Harris.
Harris.
I found it.
Della Harris is there.
There you go. So
Mick Stone.
a lot of like
Grasshopper.
if you can, you probably
Oh, let's see if I can name him. All
See
right,
how many
let's
you
go.
can name.
Bring it up here. Bring it up
carry
here.
it up.
Let's go.
Amazing.
All right.
You would know all the refs.
All right. I'll try my
No, I'm
best.
joking.
Oh, there's a lot I don't know. Wow.
There's
These are there's a throwback. Oh,
I don't know one of them.
far out. I thought I know him. He's only just recently retired.
Shane Hay.
Oh, there we go. So we've got front row. So the front row left to right is Steve Chitty, Luke Potter. Come on. Oh, yeah, Bill Harrigan and Tim Mander would have got them two straight away. Yeah, so they're the left. All right. Colin, Greg Kelly. Oh, Sean Hampstead. He looks different.
Hampstead.
This is
unrecognisable.
I'm looking at guys from our era, mates, but they're, obviously a lot different now.
You got to zoom in.
Yeah, hold on.
Anyway, how boring would that have been? Wonder what the chat was. Remember I penalised this bloke 74 times? Remember I sent him off for 10?
You know what?
No.
Mate, I reckon that's pretty cool. I reckon that's pretty cool. Good on them.
Well, they're fucking, they were pros.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's in. Did you read it? It's in the on the right.
Yeah, I was
The
just reading
names?
all the names as I was going past, and then once I had a look at it, that just like a lot of them obviously aged some of them 20 years, so they haven't been in the game from the guys that were refereeing me.
Imagine you're the Waz fans just in the bay next to him. I wonder if any Waz
I
fans.
was waiting to see if our man Henry Perenara was going to be in there, but I think Hens is still doing some video
Is he?
ref stuff. Yeah, I think so.
I
think
liked
so.
Henry.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe he just went from, like, I remember playing him and soon he's reffing me.
yeah,
What are you doing?
yeah. Very quickly, him
Very
and
quick. Like,
Luke Patton.
Dan General's in
No, not Luke Patton.
He was doing the footy. He
Luke
was doing
Phillips.
the bunker.
Luke
Diamond
Phillips.
did it, yeah.
Luke Phillips. Yeah. All right, let's get to this one. We'll
I'd
skip
rather
it.
be at Newcastle Old Boys. than
Yeah, that
Refs
one's
Old
a
Boys,
little bit
so.
more fun. I'm sure that would have been fun as well. Let's get to Madge Madness. This one comes from Java 17. I was listening to you boys talk about Madge and his training antics. When you look at Penrith, Melbourne, the Roosters and the Raiders, those have been some of the most consistent teams in the NRL. I'll talk more about Penrith and Melbourne. As a Storm fan, what is Craig Bellamy known for? The army camps, training hard. Cam has said in his book, as has Billy, Coops, and plenty of other players, we all see the Penrith preseason training videos in 35-degree heat. They're doing hills. So, Madge took a basket case in the Tigers to the finals. Did he?
No.
I don't think he got there. Anyway, won at Souths. I think he got ninth, potentially. Anyway, won at Souths after they'd finished outside the top 8 before he got there, and then won a premiership with Brisbane. That one still hurts. You never hear former or current Melbourne or Penrith players complain about the training. If anything, they all say being at Melbourne made them into champion players. So why is Madge always targeted for training hard?
I don't know. Because I don't have a problem with it. Because I'm a bit old school like that.
Yeah.
I've been through some pre-seasons where, like, the Bellamy pre-seasons, right? The
Yeah.
Bulldogs they were known for training the hardest back in the day, right?
So do you want to put some context on this? Because if you watch purely the clip that we just had about Payne Haas and our...
So many rumours, hey, we don't know, right? But he runs a tight ship. I know that. And he's not everyone's cup of tea.
Yep.
Like the Brisbane Broncos, he turned them into got 2 premierships. I mean, he got a premiership up there,
Yeah.
right?
But
his first
but
year-
what I want to make clear is, if you only watch the last episode of us talking about
I did,
Madge,
yeah.
you would think that we
No, we're more on Payne Haas. It's a different.
Yeah.
It's a different context. Give you
we're,
some context. We're like Payne
purely
Haas.
putting together that Payne Haas looks completely busted. We
Yeah.
have no issue with hard training.
No, none at all. I've got none.
No.
Because all the great clubs are known for training hard. All the soft clubs.
We
are like
had
that.
we purely had an issue with. We both felt like, and by hearing the reports, that he needs surgery. And this has probably been the one knock. Now, I'm sure there are players that played at Melbourne and Penrith that played hurt to some level. It just feels like after his stint and some of the comments that players made itself, I guess that is the biggest pushback on Madge, even though, like, make it clear, as former players, I've got no issues with training hard, all of that stuff. And it's just about, like, it feels like Madge just still struggles with that.
He can't cop a break. Hey, just won a premiership, didn't make that. Now everyone's like, it's training hard.
We talk about habitual line steppers. It feels like Madge has got that
He's on the edge.
with preseasons,
Yeah.
with training sessions, with what they should be doing. And like, I would prefer, and I'll make this clear, right? Even though there must be a part where he's just got to, like, just give a little back, it feels like. I would prefer someone that's, now that I'm retired and I didn't win a grand final and I don't feel like I reached my ceiling, I would have preferred to be coached by someone like Madge for my entire career than someone who's soft, gets along with the boys, And we have fun at preseason and we play games and all that sort of stuff.
I thought by now Madge would have found that, and the media would have found it. Like they've sort of running with that narrative that he's just too hard. I would have hoped to God when he got this job, right? This is me speaking out like just purely on his history in the game, right?
Yep.
I know people that were under his regime at South, right?
Yeah.
Fucking great guys. Legendary players of that club underneath that going, fuck, he's mad. Right? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, he's like that. All right, goes to West Tigers, different kettle of fish, right?
But
At
some of those
South-
players that we've talked about too, like they're like, fuck, he was full on. But
Yeah,
hey,
but they fucking thank him for it.
yes. Yeah.
Now, same as Craig
I think it's
Bellamy.
important to make that clear.
Yeah, it's important now. No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about guys like Sam Burgess and GI. They love him, but they fucking he was that guy. He's like that.
He was hard work.
He's hard work. You just got to fucking work hard.
Yeah.
If you don't have your hard hat on every fucking day, you're not it. You're not built for that club.
Yeah.
Right? West Tigers, straight off the bat, not built for him. And the class of players at that time, nowhere near Madge. When Madge had South, they had some fucking grown-ass men in that team, in that little run that they had. They had Sam Burgess, the Burgess brothers, George and Tom, fucking GI, Ben Teo, Johnny Sutton, Adam Reynolds, Lottie Takiri.
And
they were slept on.
It also took a lot because I remember this, right? I remember chatting to South's players around that time and they knew that they needed that.
I thought that was you, Lukey.
But as time went on and it was like 4 or 5 preseasons, maybe 3 or 4 preseasons in and they'd won, maybe they thought once they'd won that it was just going to drop off a little bit and it felt like it just never did.
Yeah.
So
And,
that's-
and that's the thing. And then it just runs its time, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
then you don't get results, right? So once he gets results and then they decline, it's like they reach the summit and they're like, oh, fucking thank God we can rest for a couple of years. That's where you got to put into the Penrith regime over there.
Yeah.
It must be the hardest, right?
Yeah.
But
Has
when
to
you've
be.
won 4 in a row, been to one and been to a prelim in the last 6 years, or 6 or 7 years, you don't give a fuck how hard you're training because it works. But when you come in and go, that's a freak of a dynasty. We'll talk about this in 20 years ago. Remember Penrith won 4 in a row in the 2020s?
There must have
It's
been some
ridiculous.
give. There must have been some give from Ivan over the years to his players.
Yeah, I know,
surely.
but like they still trained hard. That's the thing. I think
yes.
Ivan's a different character than Madge,
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But,
Well, that's important to say for the context
Yeah,
of
it
the
is.
comment.
And it's the coaches. Like Wayne Bennett runs a hard ship. So does Bellamy, but they're different people. Madge is a different cat, mate. He's intense. Fucking times a billion. And I've never been coached by him. You know, and I've only met him through Origin. When he had Origin a couple of years ago, we had a coffee. Great guy.
Yeah.
But I can tell if I was 20 years younger, maybe we'd be having his coffee over something else. Do you know what I mean? Because he's fucking staring at you, like straight through your soul. And I'm like, this is just me. He goes, just wanted all the old New South Wales players to back him. I'm like, I'll back you. Do you want to fight? I don't want to fight you. I'll back you. I'm all behind New South Wales. But yeah, I can see. Yeah, and that's what I said. I think it's context. It's like, he's a different human. He'll train him hard, but he's a different guy. Like where Wayne Bennett, he's a different man too, but he'll give you life lessons. You know, Ricky Stewart's a good man too.
Yep.
He's intense, but he'll give you life lessons and you want to hang out with Stick. Craig Bellamy is a mixture of Wayne Bennett and Ricky Stewart. The intensity of Ricky, but the fucking man skills and the coaching skills and the management skills of Wayne Bennett. That's why they love him.
Yeah.
Madge, I don't know where he fits in that because I don't know him as a human and as a coach. They said, well, he's not that sort of bloke that was going to fucking cuddle you. He's just that man in the sheds you fucking listen to. Very direct, very fucking doesn't mind this confrontation. They don't give a fuck, man. Some people like it, some people don't. I would have loved it because I don't mind. Folksy was like that with me. You give a fuck. You're a fuckwit, mate. Oh, you're a fuckwit too. So I would never swear back at him, but like it'd be straight to
You'd
your
think
face. Yeah, okay. I'll just cop it. Like people, I was very coachable, right? With that, with Wayne and Folksy and all these sort of guys. So, because I take accountability, right? Some players that he's coached up there in Brisbane and some other places that have come out and sort of, they're weak-minded, right? You just got to fucking, especially if you're retired now, you don't come out and just bag the regime because you were playing underneath him. Whether you're West Tigers, whether you're South or Brisbane, he cops a bad knock, but he gets the fucking job done.
Got the trophies.
Yeah.
Got the trophies to back it up. Speaking of trophies, let's go to the 2011 World Cup and let's wrap this up.
What is this?
Okay.
Okay.
We're talking about
Sorry, I was just like, when was that?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Feels
Go-
like
we're
ages
going
ago.
back.
Feels like it was ages ago, wasn't it? A bit more context around the number 10 situation for the All Blacks.
All right, come on. That's what we want you for. That's what we love you.
All right? Because our listeners, we've got so many
Yeah, we're the
Kiwi
best.
Carter was injured only a week before the quarterfinal. So he injured it
Okay.
in warm-ups at training before the quarterfinals. The best backups had all gone overseas because Carter was still in his 20s, and there were only a couple of but not ready options. The first replacement was Colin Slade, got injured after 33 minutes in the quarterfinal. Second replacement wasn't even on the original squad and played the entire semi, but then got injured 30 minutes into the final. On top of that, Piri Wupu, the number 9,
Yeah, Piri.
who was the rock holding everything together, had covered number 10 in a pool stage match and taken over the kicking duties. Sometimes something he had never done for New Zealand and had seldom done at Super Rugby level. He pulled his groin before the final and played hurt, which also meant he couldn't kick goals anymore either. In comes
That's it.
Stephen Donald off the bench in the final. He was busy white baiting
Yes.
when he got the call because he had lost us a big game the year before through a missed goal kick and terrible game management.
Okay.
Every All Blacks fan was calling for his head. Of all our own players, he was probably the most harshly treated I've ever seen.
Redemption.
In his only 50 minutes of the tournament, he did his job admirably, nailed his only kick, going from one of the most hated All Blacks to one of the biggest cult heroes we've ever
Yeah.
had.
Nice.
Also, Richie McCaw played 3 games with that broken foot. Absolute madness.
Yeah, I reckon that's their most prized possession, that 2011 one, I reckon.
That's a wrap up.
That was big.
That's
we
a
didn't know. Thank you for the context,
There's a lot that
Gary
happened.
and Luke.
Yep.
Lot. I didn't know he'd done it well before that. Richie McCaw, 3 games. What a fucking beast. Absolute beast.
Animal.
Yeah, SBW played in that, yeah. I remember that game.
Yep. Did he play in that one or 15?
He played both, 11 and 15.
Wow, what a weapon. All right, let's get to this episode. It's brought to you by Mongrel Boots, Mace. Proudly Australian made and owned since 1930. Mongrel Boots is a family-owned business backed by 5 generations of experience, specialising in boots made for the Aussie worker. And I said it was going to have to be a good one to beat our last comment from round 23 review. Mace, I must have scared everyone off because no one even wrote a comment. So this is the level, and this is the what's the better word for it? This is the standard that we have for comments in and around Mongrel Boots. This was the winner from round 23, and it's going to win our comment of the month.
I don't think you'd ever beat that either.
Do you want to go through it again? Because you've actually lived it with the plantar fasciitis as well.
Hey, boys. I've had plantar fasciitis for about 2 years now. I've always worn another boot brand for work and even had to put a second insole for an extra arch support. For those who don't know, Mongrel Boots actually have a built-in arch support. I can honestly say they've had the biggest positive impact on my plantar fasciitis, and I don't need extra sole. I don't need an extra sole anymore. The boot itself is ridiculously comfortable. I only gave them a go because you boys have partnered with them. That's nice. So I thought I'd say thanks. I do about 15 to 20K steps a day at work, and they've genuinely made those days so much easier on my feet. Cheers, boys. Go the Mongrels and up the 4th place premiers. Up the 14th place premiers.
So I forgot who was that.
Who were they?
This was like 3 weeks ago. So
Tigers? The Broncos.
No, it was
Yeah,
the
okay.
Broncos. So, if you're looking to get a pair of mongrels, head to mongrelboots.com.au to find your favourite boot and local retailer. And whilst you're doing that, Lukey is trying to fix his mic. Remember, let us know in the comments how much or how good Mongrel Boots are for your chance to win a pair monthly. You got pretty high standards, avid NRL enjoyer. He has set the bar so high.
That's pretty good.
So avid NRL enjoyer, partner at levelsnetwork.com.au. Screenshot your comment with your YouTube account logged in so we can make sure that it is you. And we'll shoot it off to Mongrel and go from there.
Nice. All right. I didn't have this in the NRL news, Mace. If you look at NRL news, I don't have anything right there right now.
What about Kevy? Kevy got signed? Kevy Walters going to the Super League?
Congrats to Kevy. I had a bigger story. I thought, I don't want to talk down Kevy.
Well, we missed it on Friday.
What do
We
you
had
have
heaps
Kevy
come
for?
out on that Thursday.
Kevy Walters, 3-year deal. Apparently a $2 million deal. To go to
Fucking
St.
hell, as if he
Helens.
wouldn't go. Fox Sports would be paying him fuck all. Oh, seriously.
And
And
the
then you go
Kangaroo.
over there,
I don't know,
you get to coach. You get to coach again, 3 years over in St Helens, north of England. No Queensland, no Australia, no nothing. Just enjoy coaching. And that's what he loves doing.
It's a big club.
Yeah, massive club.
They've got high expectations.
They win.
They've had a couple of rough years.
Yeah.
Remember we interviewed Tristan Saylor last year on the Ashes over there. and it's been Wellesby's been a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah.
Morgan Knowles has come over recently to the NRL. Matty Lease is another player that will be joining the PNG Chiefs in 2028. It's a big job. Congratulations to Kevy. I was speaking to Fletch about this. Fletch absolutely loves Kevy. I know you love Kevy as well. And when they talk at Fox, he goes, just Kevy loves the game of rugby league. He loves coaching. He said, you guys see all the negative. He goes, normally when you're talking about me or coaches, normally when you're talking about coaches, it's negative, but there's so many positives that go with it.
Oh, I love Kevy.
He loves coaching. And
we've never said a bad word about it, Kevy.
we're going to talk about his son later on as well. He just re-signed at the Broncos as well. So there's some more signing news for you, Lukey.
That's pretty good.
I thought this story might be a little bit bigger though, Lukey, and you would have been all over it because you're Shamus's man. But 007 has been confirmed.
I have seen that.
Who is it?
Joey Manu.
Ah, no way.
Joey Manu is done.
I don't know what you were talking about before.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
didn't-
Joey Manu.
you
No, I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Let's just discuss it.
How good's that?
I can maybe go and look and get the details for you.
The details, he's staying in French rugby for 2 years.
One
And-
more year.
Yeah, well, he's not doing a bridging year.
Correct.
Basically. So he'll still be playing rugby.
So he can potentially pick up a NRL team next year, halfway through next year, because their season finishes in like June or something. French rugby.
Would he want it?
Potentially
Maybe
get some
I
reps in.
reckon to come back and just
The most obvious answer or theory would be if the Roosters are playing well and they're in a window to win a competition,
you're getting him.
they love him and he would get reps in to get ready and get going for PNG the following year.
That makes sense.
He's too distant from the All Blacks squad. Like they're not even considering him.
No, not if he's coming back to rugby league. I wouldn't
Did he
imagine
play for the All Blacks?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Japanese rugby for a
I thought he would
year
have been, especially
or
in
two
the,
seasons and now a season in French rugby.
I suppose when you're not playing in New Zealand.
He didn't play the Super Rugby.
They just
big
knocked
on
off
that,
South Africa in South Africa.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there we go. Joey Manu, 007.
That is huge,
There's a
man.
bit of a build-up for the 007 thing.
Great marketing.
It was marketing. I don't know if it was marketing. Here's my I wouldn't say it's a tinfoil hat. I think their plans accelerated far past what they anticipated.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is I think 007 was supposed to be a halfback. I really do.
I do too.
I think they're going to get a top tier halfback, but 3 examples or 4 examples just jumped out of them, and they wouldn't have planned for it. Like a lot of these situations with managers and star players, Hudson Young's going through it now, and apparently Hudson Young's been given permission by Canberra to fly to PNG and look at PNG, which has led to every single player that's flown to PNG signing.
Yeah.
So if you're a
not
Canberra Raiders
really
fan,
going there to have a look around.
no.
You're going there to talk cheese.
So my thing is I think they really did have a plan for 007, and ideally it would have been to lock in a premium halfback.
They should have given Joey Manu 008.
Can't do that. That's the disrespectful part of it.
I know.
They had all these signings and they couldn't miss out on Bizza if that become available. They couldn't miss out on Zach Lomax because that become available. Joey Manu expressed interest. They can't miss out on that. So they've filled in 3 guys that they just didn't even factor in having the ability to talk to, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I really do feel like there was a plan to
Did you see Mal get quoted talking about Brimson and saying that, no, apparently he's already talking to PNG? Do you think I didn't see him actually say it? I only read the quote card.
Oh, interesting.
So do you reckon he's playing a bit of games, just
For sure.
throwing everything at
Yeah, for sure that is. Yeah.
He'd be a good signing too, Brimo. For them.
Anyone.
A 7. If they get a 7, fuck, imagine if they get one. Sam Walker wouldn't be going. He's too young. Cleary, Moses. Moses could be a shout after next year. Is he off contract? When's he off contract?
Nah, it's only 30, I believe.
Nah.
You wouldn't want him.
I
But
feel
what's
like-
a contract anymore?
I feel,
Respectfully.
I feel like it's Cleary and Walker. It's Cleary or Walker.
I can't imagine getting either of those guys. I think Sam Walker's too young. I reckon he wants to really stamp himself at the Roosters first. But Cleary's in a different position altogether.
Oh, well, let's get to this then.
Did I bring it up last week? Not Lachlan Lamb?
Yeah, you brought it up. We shot that one down.
Yeah, okay.
That's he could, as in he could be a fringe player. I looked at some contracts for popular PNG players in Super League, and I feel like I would have put it in the notes for Lachie Lamb if he was available because
Yeah.
his old man is the coach at Lee Leopards, and I feel like he got extended. So I looked at who did I look at? Mbappe? No, Mbappe. What's
Mbappe.
Mbappe,
it's
Kylian
close to
Mbappe.
that. It's close to that.
Same
I know
book.
who you're talking about.
The hooker for Edwin Mbappe, or
What team?
he's at Lee as well
Lee.
with Lachie Lamb.
Who was the hooker that we were talking about pre-season?
Ipape.
He's a
Gun.
Papua New Guinean.
He's a weapon. There was another one that was playing at Warrington in the centres with Sam. He's a gun. There's like 4 or 5 Papua New Guinean players that play for their national team, Pac champs that are in Super League. So I looked at some of them. Here's one. All right, I was going to leave this one out before we get to the games, but fuck it. Let's go. We've got time.
Come on.
Josh Pryor. Boys, I'm starting to get the shits with the media coverage around contract negotiations, and I reckon a massive part of the confusion is PVL still not telling anyone what the future salary cap actually is. Dearden's 12% deal is obviously the hot topic, but what I haven't seen anyone properly explain is how the standard ratchets differ from that. Every time a journo talks about a contract, they give us the dollar figure and then tack on with ratchets. Like that explains everything.
I did notice that.
It's a good one, eh?
With who do I do? I don't want to throw him under the bus, but I just remember.
Go on.
Go on, mate.
Just like it was a Triple M podcast. They were just going
But
back and
it's quite
forth.
common.
Ratchet, no ratchet.
Yeah,
And
there
it's
was a
like,
ratchet.
I know what it is, but I know people don't.
Explain the ratchet.
Let me finish
Yeah.
this, and I've got some details around it as well that I think I can help out with a little bit. What does it actually mean? How much does it go up by? Is it tied directly to the salary cap or not? Without knowing that, I genuinely struggle to understand how players are signing long-term deals right now unless they've got something similar to Dearden's percentage arrangement, right? I reckon that uncertainty has a fair bit to do with the negotiations, stalling deals, falling over, and players heading to November 1. PNG is obviously a massive factor too. Sam Walker is the perfect example. Now, Josh is a mad Roosters fan, I know that for sure. It's been reported he was offered $1.4 million but wants $1.7 million. From what I understand, $1.4 million would already put him at or around the highest paid players in the game, whilst $1.7 million would blow the current market apart. So are those figures based on the current cap, the future cap, or what the deal eventually reaches with Ratchets? Nobody seems to actually say. Then you've got journos casually throwing out Cleary and Moses are on $1.5 million, despite that never being reported when they signed. If either of them actually signed for that much at the time, it would have been front page news. That's probably my main point. The journos keep throwing around numbers without even knowing context, which just muddies everything, and PVL could clear up a huge amount of it by simply telling everyone what the salary cap is going to be. Big comment, Mace.
Yeah.
Let me break it down for you.
The
Now,
ratchet comment.
let me help you out with the first part of it, Josh. Now, journos throw out numbers based off what managers tell them. Managers don't always tell the truth completely, right? So that's
Yeah, they lie most of the time, mate.
depending on who the journo is, certain relationships, they might be able to feed them information. Now, a journo in protection of a player could potentially lie and say, sorry, a manager could potentially lie, and maybe he doesn't want a big price tag in front of a player. It could be $1 million contract, and he goes, oh, he's on $850. I don't know, something like that. So journos never fully know unless they have a fucking excellent relationship with recruitment manager, general manager. And then even then, like, it's not in the best interest
They're
for
both
clubs.
liars too.
They're both liars.
The GM of a club,
Yes.
and CEO and a journo don't, and the manager. Then there's something in between.
So there's always GST in all these numbers.
Yeah.
Why the numbers sometimes fluctuate depending on who's reporting it, who's talking about it, and what the club want you to know.
Yeah,
That's another part of it as well. And then with the Ratchets, and I've got to watch the episode, and this is maybe helping out our team at SEN as well. Peter O'Sullivan was on the run home with Fletch and Sugar the other day, and he said percentages of contracts don't exist.
what do you mean?
Like someone's
Yeah.
got a percentage, 10%, you're 10%.
Apparently, you cannot sign those contracts. So I have no idea where this percentage deal
Oh, so
for
Dearden's 12%. Yeah, okay.
for Tommy Dearden, I don't know how that exists because the way that Peter O'Sullivan explained it, and again,
Sorry, I didn't know what you were saying when Dearden's got 12% of what? The salary cap.
salary cap.
That's
That's what
not a thing.
That's what ratchet means. So that's what people have been explained. So Josh is right. Mace, you're how involved in the game are you?
Yeah.
How much detail and how many people do I chat to? I have no idea about this.
yes.
So there needs to be some clarity of whether this even exists or you're
Above
allowed
my
to do
pay
it.
grade. I don't need to know.
But I guess like that's Josh's frustration because he's a fan. He hears numbers like 1.4, 1.7. He hears rumors that fucking Sam Walker. Apparently, this is what's been pushed, and this is what's been rumored around Sam's camp is that he wants a percentage, right? And if you hear that Tommy Dearden's got a percentage of the Cowboys cap no matter what, then it would be, I totally agree with Josh. Why would you?
I didn't know that was a thing.
If you're in a position of power, if you're Nathan Clear, if you're Sam Walker, if you're
Give me 15% of the cap,
if you're
regardless
Hudson
of what it
Young.
is. What if it goes up to 15 to 20 million?
There you
That's
go.
bullshit. That's never going to happen.
So there you go.
Be cool if it did.
Yeah, be cool. All right, there we go.
Because it'd be-
Sorry I couldn't answer fully
It'd
for
be
you,
cool
Josh.
if it did. Yeah, this is going on a tangent. It'd be cool if it did. Just say you get off contract and you don't know what the fucking salary cap is, but you know you're getting, just say 12%, the next year 15% of the cap.
Well, that's why it's relevant for right now, mate.
Yeah, it is.
Because the new broadcast deal is going to explode.
Yep.
The salary cap's going to significantly jump. And if you sign for 1.2 right now, which is why
that's why
Sam
these
Walker's
players have been-
camp
Yep.
is hesitant to sign, and it goes up, 1.2 could look like 750,000 in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like that's how
Yes.
low it could be on the cap.
I think that's what people are doing. They're looking at that and then looking at the percentage difference between 750 and that, doing the maths.
Yeah.
And then that's when it starts getting confusing for
Yeah,
everyone.
that's where I'm at. Once it gets like that, I start not caring
Yeah,
and
but,
just going.
but what managers are doing are going, hey, this is what the proposed cap's going to be. Not to say it will be, but this is what people are suggesting. And to be fair, they normally get that pretty good. Like there will be heavy negotiations between the
What do you reckon it'll
RLPA. They talked about 20 mil, aren't they? That seems to be the number.
16 gradually climbing, apparently.
But-
Did you see
But they expected to go to 20 mil will be the next jump. Like
Newton?
2020.
Was Nudo at your old boys' day? And
You know, I'll get it up.
is he in the room with PVL yet?
That'll be starting soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll
I
be
think
so.
they wanted to do it early, and then I think there's like a certain date.
I don't think
that
it'll
they
be
have
hard.
to
It
do
won't
by.
be as hard as the last one. I'm good contact with Newton. Yeah, it shouldn't be as hard.
No. There's a lot
everything's in order.
everything's
now.
in place.
Everything's in place.
The
The
game's
game
been
was a
saved.
fucking mess last time.
Yeah, it's been safe proofed. Is
Yep.
that the correct word? Safe proofed?
Yeah.
Safeguarded.
Safeguarded?
So if it's not, it is now.
Foolproof?
Add it to
It's
the
a foolproof.
Levels Idioms book.
Yeah, it's there.
Safe proof.
Yeah, safe proof. Anyway. It annoys me though when I get those little ones.
No. But I know what you're saying. It's all right. Everyone knows.
Yeah, so
20 mils, all right. To a starting point. Players deserve everything.
starting point.
I'll be starting at 20.
All right, there we go. Let's start with the Penrith Panthers defeating the Storm 14. This one comes from Jack Davies. It'll be 22-14 in the shit game. Willie had the script.
The script. I didn't know what everyone was saying until the next morning, and I'm like, "What are you talking?" Getting all these DMs and shit. I said, "What are you talking about?" And then I didn't even know what I said on the thing. I said, "Oh yeah, that's right," because I only watched half the game. So it was 22-0. I went to bed and watched the second half in the morning. I was fucking tired.
Now you know what it's like for me when I pick multi-winners.
Yeah. Yes.
That's why I say my DMs blow up when I hit them all. Been a while.
Yeah.
But, you know, gamble responsibly. Win some, you lose more, right? A little $10 doesn't hurt. But we're due. Panthers 22 defeated the Storm 14. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was watching this game and I'm just sometimes I forget my notes and then you look down. This game for me felt like a con game for Panthers.
awful, wasn't it?
We used to play a conditioning game for training called the drop-off game, where you're just working on these sorts of scenarios. That's what
12,
it felt like for the entire
11.
for the second half for the Panthers. But I think it'll serve them well. There would have been some frustrations around some of the sim binnings. I think the Liam Martin one was hard for everyone at Penrith to take. I didn't think there was much in that. I've got no issue with the Jack Cogger suspension and sim binning. And I've got no issue with Liam Henry getting sent to the bin.
Just got annoying by the end of it. Panthers. They were just fucked. They were tired. So they're just they just backed their line. Right? They had 11 players. They looked like they were in sync, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was obviously ways to strip them. And Storm were diabolical in attack in those first couple.
In the first half, they couldn't
God,
break.
it was terrible, wasn't it?
22-0 at half time.
Bizarre with a 3. Fucking hell.
I don't like to see people get suspended, but you know one of my pet peeves has been, you know, when outside backs or small players tackle people high and they don't get sent for the bin like big boys do.
Yeah, he got it.
If Jack Cogger
Guy
got,
was 6'5".
you have to hit hard. And to be fair,
It's a good shot.
Jack Cogger made some strong decisions
Yeah,
in this game
I
as
liked
well.
it.
It's going to be so interesting to see what Ivan does, whether he goes back to Blaise Talangi or Jack Cole. Because I don't know, if you go to Blaise Talangi, I think in his heart of hearts he wants to ride with Cogger. But do you think
I'm sticking with Cogger.
do you think that Cogger's going to get suspended for 3 weeks?
Oh, for 3?
So the 3 weeks, yeah.
Oh, man.
I think
It's
he
not
gets-
his first. It's
because
not
he
his
had loading.
first. I think he's done this before.
He's got
Cogger's
loading.
got he's got loading. He's a thug.
He got sent, I think at the Canberra game, he got sent for 10 as well. It could be the Canberra game a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, he's got loading, 3 games, could be 4 if he fights it. He's not going to fight it. He won't get off. But
I love him having a crack.
so much better defensively with him. So I wonder if Ivan goes with the other JC in Jack Cole, or
This week especially, right?
do you give exactly
Because you're coming up against a team that got you dropped anyway. Got to right those wrongs.
Pretty much.
Or pretty much they figured out the blueprint to beat you.
Correct.
Get it to Lungy, get it to 6, make him work. Hit outside shoulders, inside shoulders.
See, I didn't even think about that when I wrote this down.
You got Preston coming at you. Do you want him? Do you put a fucking test to him going, righto,
Yep. I think
this
you
is
do.
the blowtorch, and go, if you fuck this up, going to go with Cole.
Yep. I think you do.
Yeah, I would do
Would
that.
you?
And I'll just to see what he's made of.
Yeah.
You're here for a while, mate.
Yeah.
Get the blowtorch out. Just say, I'll put you in.
Yep.
If it's the same as last time, if they get you, spot you up, then that's it.
The competition's just become very winnable for a lot of teams over the weekend with some results and some, the health of players, and it's still going on play. There's still a lot to be played, but Penrith just looks so much more human.
Yeah,
But
just a little bit.
But if Blaise Talangi gets his body in front of Preston and this right edge of the Bulldogs, if given an opportunity, if Blaise Talangi gets an opportunity, puts his body in front,
That's a problem.
I still think Penrith, and I've said this all along, they can't win the comp without Isaiah, and I strongly believe that. I think he's that important. But if Blaise Talangi gets an opportunity this week and puts his body in front of Preston and Galvin and Matty Burton, who looked excellent on the weekend, and we'll get to that game, then they should deserve to be just nudging the Wars, the Dolphins.
I need
the
Yowie
Roosters.
to be back. I need some sort of news saying Yowie could be back for round 27 or whatever, or the first round, first semis, or maybe the after one of them, second semi. Have we heard any news from Yo?
Nothing yet. No.
Nothing, eh?
No, you won't hear anything about Yo until he'll be on an extended squad probably for a couple of weeks and he'll be used as a decoy.
Was there any news on how bad the pec tear was?
That was the reports after were promising
He could naturally let it heal or
that
something.
he could naturally let it heal and return rather than getting surgery.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah, he could
Fucking
do.
hope he's coming back. Why? Otherwise, you're getting surgery and wrapping it. Honestly, if a pec, done my pec. If you do the major one, you're done.
But what about if you did both, right? So you could give it a go, see if it heals, see how it's rehabbing. If not, say 4 weeks in, can you still get the surgery?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see.
It'd be close to be in one of those little things. All these little muscles are connecting there. Just rest it. I think what's it been 2 weeks now? Going on 3?
No, they've only played 2 weeks without him. Yeah,
Going on 3.
Yeah,
Going on 3.
Going on 3.
Going on 4, 5, 6 weeks.
August 10th he did it, so it's been 14 days exactly.
Yeah, going on 3, you fuckwits.
Well, it's starting too.
It's going on 3, fuck's sake. If he comes back, if I know Young's coming back, I go straight back nearly on Penrith.
Yeah.
And we'll get to some other guys, but they look so hard to beat. Get Casey McLean back. Casey McLean looked like he was on one. His
it's
defense,
starting to get
like it's going to take him a bit.
Yeah.
Then
Second game back.
Then that hand, so his hands fucking him up for the moment, and now his legs are getting a little bit more fresh.
Yep.
His defense is better. He can get that grip strength in his hands.
Still got Alamotti to come back as well.
Alamoti's coming back. But what sort of Alamotti? With that, I don't know what hamstring it was, grade 1. They're the tricky ones now where you're racing to get your spot.
It feels like
you're going on another run. You got 2 more games to go. You don't want to miss the boat because these guys come in with this Penrith system and they plug in and plug out.
the reason I'm sort of like more favouring and there's still 2 weeks to go, and I don't want to put the jinx on anyone. I don't want anyone to be. I'd love to see the full deck of cards. It just feels like the Dolphins and the Roosters are healthier if they get Teddy back. Teddy's
Teddy's a big loss.
Gus, Celestia Feketi's done such a good job that Gus may not be as important as I deemed him to be, but I still think they need Gus back as well. Angus Crichton.
Yeah.
Angus Crichton.
He knows how to impose himself on the game.
Yes, he does.
In big games. Like Feketi's, he's going to be a really good player. He's going to be a 10-year player there, and a rep player, I think, if he reaches his potential. But, you got a made guy there.
You've got a made guy in Brian Toto as well. He moved past Ryan Girdler. He was tied with Girds, and then went past Brandy, who was in front of him, and he becomes the second all-time behind Reece Wesser.
Reece Lightning.
How good. And in typical Ryan Girdler fashion, took an intercept to get his second too.
How fun. I didn't know he was that quick. He put on the Jets, didn't he?
Yeah.
Who was coming after him?
Farlongo.
Oh.
Was it Farlongo?
Yeah, he outsprinted Farlongo. No?
He did too.
Yeah, he did. He couldn't turn to go.
Yeah, he had to turn
it. It's hard.
Yeah.
And I think he knew it. He saw it too. He goes, oh, this guy's quick.
But maybe he's looking after his big Uso too. Those are big.
Go get your 3.
Yeah. Those thunder thighs. I think it was his second intercept. But those thunder, it was the third.
Was it?
Yeah, it was the third.
Was the third?
It was the third.
Good moment, but
Be hard to take down those big thunder thighs too. If
you don't want to be just hanging on the back and it's wet. He could drag you for 20.
He could. This one comes from Matty D around the Storm. And we'll start with this, Mace, because this is a good shout. Well, Mace picking the correct score for the Storm versus Panthers game. OG knows ball. Geez, boys, as much as I hate the Storm, man, they always do amazing stuff when it comes to players retiring. Watching all the players hug Tui as they went out to play tonight made me a little emotional for him. I love that the Storm are looking after him with a job at the club as well. What an unfortunate situation for Big Tui, medically retired. I don't know if you saw the content around his speech to the team, but breaks your heart, mate.
What happened?
You don't know about so earlier in the year?
No, it goes with the heart, so it's his heart.
Yeah, so he's had to retire from that. Yeah, and he made it official. And
I thought it was that because Kicks had photos, and I was thinking, something's up with you.
Yeah, so he addressed the team on Wednesday and was made a life member of the Melbourne Storm with Hughesy.
That's massive, man. Fuck.
The guy who is going to help fill the void that that he will be missed with at the Storm moving forward, mate. Cooper Clark for me. Again, I'm just watching.
He's got to get Rookie of the Year.
He's a special player. I think he deserves, in my opinion, Rookie of the Year.
Well, who else is going for it?
Sanders, Zane Harrison, Pascoe were the main candidates.
The kid from Canberra's probably got a big case. And this guy.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Don't really have a rookie playing in a team that's in the finals.
Yeah, that's what hurts.
Yeah, so I think it's Cooper Clark, mate. I think he's a gun.
But it doesn't really count anyway, does it?
He never goes down when the first person tackles him.
No, good late footwork.
Like, this is a good Penrith team. You could tell the Penrith players were like, fuck, every time they tackled him. Yeah, he's
always like skipping through tackles. Like, he's like a line break, one step off a line break all the time. Wait till he gets stronger and fitter. He's going to be a very big problem in this game.
For sure. Tyron Wishart as well, just loves playing the Panthers. Going to be a fun watch.
Show and go there, right?
Yeah. I feel like he scores every time against Penrith with the same move. Little show and go. All right, let's get to the Broncos 34, defeating the Raiders 30. Payne Haas, with a hand that requires surgery in the offseason, had 14 for 150, 35 tackles, no misses, and a solo try from 20
See
metres
the different beautiful angles on Channel 9 and everything like that. When he got that ball, and you can see a couple of business decisions come out.
This was a Fox game. It was the Fox.
Was it Fox?
It was the Fox.
KO, I wasn't KO. Yeah.
They
on my phone, sorry.
They do the they do really good slow-mos, mate.
Yeah, whatever that pick was. Yeah, sorry, KO and Fox.
Yeah.
The angle when Payne Haas picked the ball up and was just running, and you sort of felt like Savage and KO Weeks, and you're like, I get out of the way too.
Because they had all the good gear down there for normally they wouldn't take those cameras to Canberra that much, but it's for Big Papa. They would have had all
that makes sense.
The crew there for the good footage.
That makes sense.
That was a fucking good. The South.
Did you find that out? How did you find that out from?
You were just it's a no.
I know it's a no-brainer. Like it's.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, it's just an assumption. I would say.
Oh yeah.
That's
it's a good assumption. It's a good assumption.
But he's fucking. That's a scary looking man when he's got that at that angle.
He's busted, mate.
He's busted. I know.
I caught this game. He's fucking like.
And he's still doing this. This is like him with with a hand and a knee injury. Two of the fucking biggest problems in the game.
His ankle and knee. Something is wrong with his ankle and knee for sure. For sure. And I'm not even speaking to any of the Broncos players. I'm just the eye test. And we all know about his hand now. Also want to throw fucking a couple of people some love. Hayes Perham. Let's start with him.
Hayes, my man.
I think you could do worse than keep him at your club as a backup if you're the Broncos or another team looking for a backup, because he has been really good filling in for Walshy. Game-winning try. An assist for Grant Anderson to get him back in the game in the first half.
He won him the game.
And something as simple as the game was on the line, Canberra needed some points, Sanders threw one up, this big wobbly one, and he come down with it with a minute to go. Like, I can understand a guy who hasn't played a lot of first grade recently, 3 years. He only played he's played about half a dozen games for Walshy this year. To come down with that, I thought, fucking good on him.
To come down with the plays that he had to do.
Yep.
Everyone was singing, Hayes Perham's coming in. I've seen him play, man. He was at the Dogs when I first got there. He can play.
You've
He's got
always
a lot of
liked
footy.
Hayes.
Got a lot of footy in him, man.
Yep.
Good dude. I love seeing him do well, especially in a big game like that, big puppers. I mean, I know it sucks. We're going to get to the Raiders, but like, you got to do what you got to do. He's at the back end of his sort of career. Like maybe, I think he's past 25, right? So he's got a lot to play for. He doesn't want to go to England. You know, you can sit him on your bench and be the guy, the backup.
Yep.
You can.
Or can he? Is there any clubs where you could sort of get him in to compete, mate? Like, fuck, he looked good.
Could you get him to compete?
I'd love to get him to compete. If I was not 100% on a fullback, and I'm not going to name those teams.
I fucked him when he was at Para, and he could have really tried to slide into that position because no one's really grabbed that.
But Gutho had a firm grab on that.
No. Was he there when Gutho was there?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Just there. So after 23.
Those were Gutho's best years too.
24? What Gutho's best years?
Yep. So he was at the Warriors 19 and 20. And then he went to Para 21, 22. He just had the one season with you at the Dogs, mate. He played a lot of footy. And then he
I thought he went to Para after us.
No, before.
Sorry, yeah.
And then he's missed a lot of footy with a couple of ACLs, maybe one definitely, but he hasn't played since 23 before this year.
Okay, I thought Hayes went to Para after the Dogs.
And how about this for a strike rate for the kid? Not the kid. He's how old? He's won 60% of his games this year. He's 3 from 5, filling in for Walshy.
How old was Hayes? He'd be 27?
Hayes Perham age
28?
27 and 53 days.
Yeah, okay. Still in his prime.
Yep.
Taupo.
2 ACLs fucked him. It takes a while to get back.
He's moving around.
Yeah.
He looked nice.
No. It fucked you for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like people going,
No, was it an ACL?
Definitely an ACL
ruptured.
1 year.
He'd ruptured.
Definitely 1 year.
Non-contact injury in a preseason challenge
Yeah.
game.
There you go. And maybe he just missed a year and was just sitting behind Walshy and playing cup potentially.
Yeah.
Billy Walters, speaking of ACLs, he did his ACL at Canberra the year before. Mate, fuck, he was good in this game. Again, he's got to be their 9 moving forward. And I think with the extension, the 2-year extension, he will be because he was...
Creates, doesn't he?
Nice.
Looks like he slows the game slowed down for him.
He's just full of confidence.
Yeah.
I think he's
20.
I think he's feeling himself.
That kick showed it.
40-20, try assist, try.
Yeah.
He just
running
goes.
the team, man.
Mate, I was calling the game and he had like 6 carries for 50 metres after 20, 25 minutes in the game. Looking at stats, just getting stats as the game was playing out.
No, I like it.
This one we might disagree on. Final note. Ben Hunt is my choice for halfback at the start of the 2027 season.
Well, who else is there?
Jonah Pezzett, Tom Duffy.
Don't care about those two. They're all right. But like if Ben Hunt's still in your building, you're probably going to go with him.
Even though you said you thought...
He can still do a job. I think the problem with it is you've got too many Chiefs in there.
I think
you've got Reynolds and him and Walshy and Ezra Mam, right? There's
Yep.
too many fucking guys who are ball dominant, 300 gamers, premierships here, origins there. Like fucking the ego gets caught around it. And then you go, if Reynolds is gone, right?
I think it's an age thing with those two. I think you got
to
to
fucking come through the same thing.
I think when you've got a couple of guys in their mid-30s that have played a lot of footy and they're a little bit busted, I think you can get away with one. I don't think you can have two in your team with the way and how easily, especially with the amount of injuries that they were having through the middle part of the year, they just looked a little bit older. But with Benny out there, and I'm hearing it on the way in. Sad news. Apparently, Ren's not going to be able to have a farewell.
He just announced it
Is
on
that
Triple M.
confirmed?
Yeah, he was on the radio with
What do
Dobbo.
you mean? He's done. He can't come back at all.
Done his calf's no good.
Yeah, they've all the posts are
sucks.
just coming through now. Everyone's
Okay.
posting about him.
There you go.
So shout out to
that
Reno.
confirms that.
Yeah, that sucks. I think
Reno.
we had one.
Yep. Reno will be at our golf day. He's been
dude.
a big supporter of us and all that. So love Reno. But yeah, I don't think you could have had two OGs out there at the same time.
No.
So I think next year, think about it. He's either been on the bench, played a little bit of 9, played sparingly. And, with Ches moving on too, I know how competitive these guys get when they get around this time. He is currently 4th of all time behind Cooper Cronk.
Does he want to beat? You reckon?
I think
He's going to go around again. He's going to get both of them.
He's going to
sit behind
he's-
fucking.
He'll be number 2 of all time.
Yeah, that's all right. What's he on? 20? Is he on 360 or something?
Him and Ches were on
370?
the same games for ages until Benny Hunt missed some games with getting dropped.
So he's like 10 away, maybe.
He'd be about 5 or 6 behind Ches, max. Max, yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
It's
so
being petty.
he'd be going past. He'd be going past Cooper Cronk in a couple of games, I think. Maybe
that
the last
plus
game
he
of the
just
season.
like he can still do a job.
And he can do a job.
He can do the job. And when you're saying that, it's not a big deal for me, but it was just seemed a lot like.
If you just need an extra carrot though to get you up for a game, get you through a preseason, get
No,
you
I'm
through.
just saying with them.
No, I'm saying this to get you mentally through a match preseason.
Shit up if I can get.
Hang on,
get
you've
this.
lost your mic.
Yeah, with Ben Hunt when you said he's your first choice, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense when Adam Reynolds is gone and a few guys are out of the kitchen, right? And he can just run it by himself, have these young kids up there learning, and have Azra Mam. He's got to work on his game as well. Could be a good little combination. Have Walshy come back.
I feel like Ezra likes playing with Benny Hunt for some reason.
It's getting Ezra Mam. Not Ben Hunt's job is, and the coach up there and everything else. It's getting Ezra Mam to fulfill his potential,
Yeah.
right? Because he has got ridiculous talent.
If they get healthy, even without pain, and
They can make
Ezra Mam gets motivated, or he just goes on a run where the big thing is defensively, right?
Yeah,
Like,
defense and
he gets
his
tight.
passing game as well. Cooper
gets-
Cronk broke his passing game down on the weekend. It's like he needs to fix that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, his passing game is when you compare him to other halves, it's he's nowhere near it.
because he plays so flat and
Yeah,
fast.
he's fucking so fast.
Yeah.
Passing on the run, centers, the timing and everything like that. When they do the like a Cody Walker. Cody Walker's one of the nicest passers ever in the game.
Ever.
I'd be looking at Cody Walker and I'd just go up to Cody. Can we have a fucking little training
in the
session
off-season?
together?
In the off-season?
Can you tell me the cues on when to pass it?
That'd be
Because
smart
that is the move that I'd do. And if I was a coach and I saw Ezra Man do that, going, oh, he's doing some workouts with Cody Walker. Cody Walker should be loving that. Get here, young kid. I'll show you how to fucking, I don't know. He's only got 1 2 years left in him. He's got to give that knowledge to these young kids.
So if I'm Cody Walker,
You're probably not, but you know,
if I'm Cody Walker when I'm retired, I'd love to do something like that.
no one fucking does it like him.
Brisbane will still be a threat next year, and I think Souths can win the comp with pain and a fully.
But I
healthy-
think because they're both brothers and stuff, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
They'd be like,
Maybe.
I reckon if Ezra said, could we do some video on that together? Maybe not run through shit, but like, can you hand placement, everything on the ball, right? There's a lot of things where Madge can't teach that.
remember when we were talking about Cody's tunnel ball, and Cody Walker goes, "Hey, stop telling everyone my tricks."
There's no doubt that Cody's going to say, "Get fucked, everyone. These are my students. I'll let them out when I'm retired." But imagine having a little tutorial with Cody Walker. If you're an Ezra man, like, and you'd be like, hey, what are you seeing with the cues, with the tunnel ball, when to throw? Because that's what he's having trouble with, Ezra man. And how do you unlock that? How do you unlock that if you're Brisbane? Does fucking Matty Ballon do it? Does Ben Teo do it? Does Madge do it? Is there a halves coach up there? Do you see anything like that?
Benny Teo
It's a
definitely.
fucking
doesn't do
band.
it.
That's what Cooper Cronk should be doing himself. Doing that shit. Come here, Ezra. This is what you're doing.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, someone like Cooper Cronk. He was a gun at it.
He used to do it at Melbourne.
Fucking gun at it. Yeah, I know
And
that.
the
But like,
Roosters. But you remember it didn't quite work out at the Roosters with Sammy Walker. They were clashing.
look at those players, but have a look.
Yeah.
The way that they play.
But that's
It's a
But Ezra, do you reckon Ezra could
Ezra-
adapt to someone like Coops?
But Ezra needs to know how to pass probably, like him, at a high, just a little bit higher level where he's at.
Cam Smith have that IQ? He's
No,
an
a
ability?
little bit different.
Different sort of
Yeah, you listen
passing.
to-
Cam's actually
around
not
them.
doing coaching with them. When I read into him, he said he's doing.
He's advising and mentoring, isn't he?
It's more like
Leadership?
leadership, and it's like classroom stuff. So they're getting together and they're chatting, having coffees, and talking about the mindset and all that sort of stuff. That's what he's been doing with the Broncos.
yeah, it's good. But I'll be trying to invest.
I'd imagine if they asked him to do it, he could probably do some reps for sure. But that's what he said. That's what he said he's been doing.
Invest in Ezra Mann more than anyone.
See Madge's quote on Ezra talking about him potentially wanting to leave.
No.
He goes, "Oh, have you seen the tattoo on his back?"
No.
That's what Madge said. Yeah.
Because
He's got a
it's
big Bronco. He's got a full back Bronco piece.
Oh,
So-
is that what he said in the presser?
the Madge, I don't know where.
Because I
the
didn't watch
context was
these
it,
two
yeah.
presses actually because I
Could have
caught
been
the
from
game.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have a full Bronco on his back?
Yeah. Let me find Ezra.
Solid.
Whilst he's finding that, devastated for Big Papa. Fuck.
Yeah.
What about the raw emotion
do?
after the game?
Yeah.
Gets
It's
interviewed
done by our boy up. What's his name? Used to be in the Punters Club. Up in Coolangatta.
Marika Parla?
Yeah, Marika. That's it.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's massive. It's like a full art piece,
Yeah,
Nike
fuck.
Total 90s on it and everything like that.
Fuck, that's huge.
Matty Carvoso. There he is. Matty Carvoso
that's
is
it.
chatting.
That's it. The Billy Goat. OG Billy Goat.
That's the whole back.
Whole back piece. Yeah, so I
He
love
can't go to another club ever.
Madge just said, yeah, you can't. Look at his back.
Just likes horses.
Devastated for Big Papa.
Yeah, man.
You could see when Eloise, I think it was Eloise or was it Eloise? No, it was Eloise down there. And she interviewed him after the game and you could tell he's still like emotional. And she asked him, and I loved it. Like, fuck, did you think the moment got you? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I was crying walking out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Standing for the kickoff.
Yeah.
He goes, it was too much for me. I didn't handle it well. So
It's a big thing. You can use it as a force emotion,
Yep.
or it can go against you. There's games where I've like, as a team, collectively, you can't really ride it. Some people can, some people can't. And when it's a high level emotional game like this, some players like can deal with it, some can't.
yeah.
You know, that's a big thing. Like when we did always go back to the Alex McKinnon one. Like, there's no doubt that I thought we were going to kill the Titans. No, fucking the big Coltrane decided to fucking have a crack.
That's the
dusted us
ultimate.
up.
That's the ultimate.
And that's where that's like a person that's lost his ability to play. Big Papa's going to be cool. You know what I mean? And that was the emotional. We're all crying before the game. It's like, fuck. You can't. I don't know what a 21-year-old can handle that. I can handle as a 34-year-old back then, but like, yeah, people were different in their 20s, deal with stuff, and people loved Macca. He was like well beloved. He's a beloved character and player and human. And you see that happen, it's like fucking heavy.
Still
It's
is.
the heaviest shit I've ever been through. And I was like, the game didn't mean shit. You know what I mean? You just wanted to hang out with Macca. That's how disconnected we were from that thing, because it's like, this is real life. It ain't someone who's played their last game for home. You know, you should be able to get up for that way easier. That's what I mean. That's be disappointed for the Raiders. But people, back to Big Papa saying, people deal with emotions different.
Yeah.
You know, you can use it as that real fucking fight, or it can get you. You just fucking fall back.
That's an extreme example you used. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of love for Papa in this building, and there was a lot of want, and there's a lot of
But
like.
a couple of players out there.
And you can want it too much,
Yeah.
mate. You can. I know it's a completely different circumstance, but you could tell it affected a lot of people in and around him. Joey Taps is trying his hardest.
Joey Taps, mate. What a night.
Owen Paddy, the dilemma continues. He was subbed at the 62nd minute. The Bronx scored 16 unanswered. He had a 40-20 before halftime, like Billy. He had a try. He had a try assist straight after. Fuck, mate, he's got to play 80. He's got to
I
play
didn't know he got subbed at 62 and then they come back.
62nd minute. And to be fair, like, this isn't even a crack at Starling. Starling did everything that you would expect or want to
Momentum,
do.
mate.
It's just sometimes the momentum goes the way and you're just like, fuck, all right, can we win it back with a big moment offensively? And that's what I think Owen Paddy can provide.
You have 10 minutes off in a game and you can sit there and you thinking that when we saw the Raiders play and they were 16 up, you're like, fucking no. Then you blink an eye and 10 minutes of like non-stop Broncos ball and you're like, they're a try behind. Belief starts building, momentum starts building, and you can't fucking stop it. So many times here in this game where even the Bulldogs and the Sharks game, you're like, the Titans should have just ran through them. Next minute, the Titans standing behind their thing going, it's 30-16. The fuck happened?
Oh, the Titans Sharks?
Yeah, the Titans Sharks. Just an example of momentum when you can't break it. You don't know how to break it. It's a thing, man, where people can just have a day off. Like
The Sharks were there to be taken.
Yeah.
And the
so the
Titans.
Roosters, when you have a look at the start, well, you're dishing up that
Definitely,
shit. You expect you're going to beat the Tigers? Like, no, mate, they're an NRL fucking team.
And I thought the Eels were going to hit the Dolphins as well.
Yes.
Dolphins 34 defeat the Eels 16. Lukey was fired up with his crew for Lukey Live. How did it all go, mate? You get a good
It was
reaction
good fun.
with the
Yeah,
boys
good
being there with
audience.
you?
Plenty in the chat, having a bit of fun. Shout out to Techers. Shout out to Overrated Vic. It was good to get the gang together. Got some balloons and shit. Put a bit of effort in, you know.
Oh yeah, the balloon pop that Techers does.
Yeah, because I was like, I'll get some balloons. We'll do a pop the balloon NRL edition or something, and then I
Techers
get
is
it.
coming to our golf day too.
Yeah, we were talking about it on the stream,
Yep.
and so I got the Eels ones, the helium ones.
Beautiful. Helium Lukey's. All right, let's get to the Oren Keeley early release. So Oren Keeley, right? I was watching this game back because I watched this on the Saturday on the way up to Newcastle, and was just sort of getting a bit of.
rate him.
Pardon?
I rate him.
Well, Oren Keeley's at Melbourne, right, Mace?
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, he had a good game. I thought he was strong again against the Panthers. Had some nice moments. And I remember at the time I was like, why the fuck did the Dolphins let him go right now in a window? Because he was going to the Storm no matter what next year.
Yeah.
But the Storm realistically couldn't make the 8. And the Dolphins, I feel like, are a premiership winning team.
Why did he go down?
Because of this fucking Brian Ponyu that's
Right.
playing. He's a centre. He's playing edge back row
Hits
for him.
holes.
Hits holes. He's fucking.
bangs in defence.
He's not really like when he played against Raiders a couple of weeks ago. I think was his debut in the centres for Herbie, who was a late scratching. I didn't know he had the ability to play back row like this, but
He's got the build, man. You give him another preseason, that's
Yeah.
going to be a problem on your left edge.
wow.
Yeah. So him and Lemuelu,
Yep.
what a good.
Kuli Kefu on the
They're going to
right.
have to fucking fight that out.
Yep.
That Kulukefu is going, fuck off.
I'm
Don't
good.
come over this side. I'm good. I got the right side on lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right, man.
Yeah.
They're back 5. If you were a middle forward, you'd be like, fucking how good.
Yeah.
Herbie Farnworth doesn't stop. He's relentless. I've never seen. If I was a centre, right, and I was watching Herbie doing his work, and I'm there going, what am I doing? I'm getting fucking less than 10 touches a game. Most of his ball is dog shit. He just gets in there off the ruck and goes fucking full tilt.
Love it.
He just loves it all. If I'm a centre in the game going and I'm contributing nothing and you blame your centres and all this other shit, do what the fuck Herbie Farnworth does and just get it. Get your 20 touches a game.
They do
25 plus. I love
Mace,
watching him play,
they
mate.
do that.
Yeah, they're
That's
arguing
why
for the ball,
Bostock-
mate. I love him too.
That's why Bostock, I think, is like, how can you not be Bostock on the other side, see Herbie doing what he's doing?
And you're going, what am I doing?
Bostock's going after the game
Fucking
as well.
oath. So you got two massive little.
The biggest
strong
rap with
fuckers.
Herbie is, and I wrote this down as well, he's so valuable in games like this. Now, you don't always get pretty games,
No,
right?
this is
Sometimes
ugly.
games are clunky. So he goes after the game, Mace.
Yep.
He gets the shits. He'll go in for a fucking nothing carry. He's almost like
So awkward to hit.
the best version of the wingers that we love, like Bizzer at his best and Mark Norwell
Yeah.
and Itawase. If they don't get good, clean ball, they'll go after it.
Yep.
He does it at the center position better than anyone.
He's the best at it.
I think it creates and motivates Bostock to do the same, which gets him involved.
Sarko.
Asako,
Hammer.
Cobbo, like they.
Sorry, you see Cobbo getting off the back fence, just
Yeah.
running at you. You're like, and then you get Herbie doing it. The third one is Katoa. He's the second one. They're arguing over the ball. And like, if you're a middle, you're like, fuck yeah. They get you over that vantage line. Then you got to play 3 or 4 and then get on your kick. It's a pretty easy fucking game plan when you got a back 5 like that. Because once they just turn the screws, the Dolphins, they're coming at you, all waves, everything. Then Katoa starts playing through the middle because you're dented everywhere. Your outside backs, your middles, they start just weak points and then bang, 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 tries. Game over.
They really remind me of the Broncos last year, mate. I
Yeah,
feel like
they're on a run,
on a
mate.
run. They're on a run. The Eels, I thought, were really good
Yeah,
in
not
the
tough,
first
man.
25 minutes. So to weather the storm of a team like this, like the Eels have snuck up and got Manly when Manly were travelling. They've snuck up and got the Broncos a couple of different times, who was still a good team, but the latter didn't reflect. They've got some good teams this year. They sneak up on you and
Yeah,
they throw
if
the
you don't
footy
give them the
around.
respect, they're going to get you.
So
They get the Cowboys.
they got the Cowboys
Yeah.
twice. Yeah.
Got you twice.
Got the Cowboys giving you hope.
Yeah.
With the
Yes, thank you,
games.
Wheels.
Did your doggies as well? Just
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
That's right.
They
So
did, didn't they?
they
at Para Old Boys Day.
Yeah.
they you
So I
know
had to wear the fucking jacket.
they can fucking piss you off, and that's what they did. And credit to the Dolphins. Not only did they weather the storm, I thought they were robbed right on half time for the Try of the Year nomination. I thought Herbie's pass to Cobbo was good, where he kicked it on, ended up going deflected into upper twaddle, and then he got it back. That was fucking nearly as good as the try that they had 10 minutes previous. So I had no issue with the Osako try. You were blowing up a little bit, Luke,
Didn't
on
like
Lukey
it.
Live.
That was a try, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
me and Rolsey, same page.
You on the same page?
They got the
Rosie's
Blue and yellow eyes?
the space technology in there, and they can't get it right.
There was a lot made about it. I disagree with Rolsey. I disagree with you.
I thought
Osako had the ball the entire time and put it down.
But I think if it went up a try, I've got no issue with that.
Didn't go up a try.
It went up no try. So I didn't think there was enough to overturn where the ref is looking. If you look in the frame,
All right, that
he's
makes
right
sense.
there looking at it. That's my issue with it.
Yeah,
That makes sense,
I
then.
did. I thought he had the grip on the whole time. Even when I was watching it, I thought, no, that's a fair try. There was 3 big ones over the weekend that were talked about a lot because both Brandy and Vossi had the Wars game and then also had the Roosters Tigers game. So they were talking about it during the Osako try. And then Dallin, I don't think Dallin deserved his despite the heroics.
Nah, fucking give him one.
Oh, no, he knocked that on. But
Grip.
Marky Mark, I thought that was the correct call in the Tigers game as well. So,
I think I just loved D-Dub and him scoring. I was just
Oh,
like,
it was
because
awesome.
of his arm and everything. Like
was
the
awesome.
heroics that he fucking faced to go in that game. I don't know what he's going to do for the rest of the year. Is he out for a couple of months or is he just going to jab up?
broken collarbone, you just got to let it
Oh, he's a
heal.
broken collarbone.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
I thought it was his AC.
So I broke my collarbone when I was
You were
younger.
done for 8 weeks, ain't it?
Yeah, six to 8 weeks, but they feel like they heal a lot quicker now, man.
Depends how
Lukey.
bad the break
Heal
is.
him, Lukey.
They're healing
Again.
2 times.
Anything else for the Eels, Lukey, on the Lukey Live?
Not
Fucking
really.
sorry.
We've got
Your Moses, man. He fucking saves you so much in your like yardage things when he just
Some
kicks
of his
up. You
kicks
make
are
20
insane.
meters and then like the Dolphins. What do? You can't like it would suck for a defensive orientated team, right? When you can't put any pressure on him as well. So you don't want to give away those penalties, but you can put kick pressure on, right? You don't have to just brush it. Just don't hit him cheaply, right? Do you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you can still, most of these guys, they can hit him right here on time.
On time, tackle him to the ground.
Tackle him to the ground,
Yeah.
you can do it. I want someone hitting him. Someone, please, so he doesn't have a fucking free reign or a 10-second setup for his kick and just goes 60 on the fly.
But he's got a good duck and weave. If someone's putting pressure
Yes.
on him,
Yeah.
he can.
You've got to put in the right angles, mate.
He
It's
does the
like-
stutter
Yeah, he does,
really
yeah.
well.
These
He's got a
guys
good stutter.
that train this, all they do is do kick pressure and everything.
Yeah.
There's an angle and everything. You got to.
And because he pumps it, Mace, he what's the word? He
Hang time in the air after
his
the
hang
kick.
time.
It's
like-
5 seconds. 4 seconds.
What's the word for it? He over exaggerates his hang time.
Oh,
On
when he
purpose.
kicks it, so he
on purpose.
Yeah. He'll
It's a
dangle.
tactic.
He'll leave
Yeah.
it dangle.
He dangles, mate. He
he's got
wants you
air
to hit
time
him.
like Michael
Yeah,
Jordan.
he's like Jordan up there. He's like Jordan in Space Jam.
He's a
with
half
his kick.
Lebanese Jordan.
Mitchie does it. Jerome does it when he kicks as well, but we haven't seen much of Husey. Husey's more end over end, but he will
Yeah.
sort of try to float. Walshy does it.
Walshy's the
Walshy
best
gets
at it.
people. Walshy gets people, so some of the best kickers do it. All right, this one is from Power. Love you, Hozza, but please, for the love of God, stop calling McDonald Jones Stadium McDonald's Jones Stadium.
You are the king of the plural with stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's hurting me. Did it hurt you
didn't know it
more
was a
than
thing.
my seagulls pumping your nights?
That should hurt you more, mate.
Nah, I got so I like I said, I got caught up in old boys' day. I've always had a soft spot for the Knights. I don't know where it
I
comes
think
from.
everyone does.
I've always
It's not,
liked
it's not a hateable club.
No, it's not.
It's not one of those ones.
But I was pumped for the
It's
Seagulls.
Joey. Everyone.
It's Joey.
Hard
Joey,
working
Matty.
class, you know.
Joey and
It's Joey and
Medeiros.
Matty are cool. Joey and Matty are so cool that you couldn't help but love them
Yeah.
growing up, even through the media.
Even
stuff.
losing to them in 2001, it's still like, it was Joey.
Yeah, that helps.
That fucking Joey carved you up.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You got cut. You got beaten by Andrew Johns and Cameron Smith. Fuck,
It's decent.
immortal.
And Nathan Cleary.
Yeah, you
Heavy.
can deal with that.
And Cleary, 3 immortals.
3 immortals.
Literally, Para being beaten by 3
You can
immortals.
deal
We've
with
had the
that.
same.
Have you ever thought about that before?
Always. We've had the same first half, 3 grand finals in a row. We get absolutely rinsed. And then we come back and make it competitive in the second half.
Shout out to our boy Jakey Arthur. All right, let's get to Clayton Falolo, one of his good mates too. He's a special talent,
He
mate.
goes good, eh?
Hey, I
That
interviewed
first
him
try.
after the game. Huh?
Sorry, I was just trying to hold in a laugh.
Hey,
I just keep
Clay-
going. I was just like,
Clayton
That's why I
Falolo.
couldn't look at you.
Clayton Falolo.
Obvious.
Hey, he looks so composed.
Yeah.
Played tough.
He got pumped too early.
Got pumped.
Yeah, it was a proper shot. They cop 2. I don't like that when I'm glad. Did they call it back? They got him for 10, didn't they? Well, they let that one slide.
Put on report.
Yeah, but
Jermaine McKeown got put on report.
But he got.
But they
15.
scored anyway.
Yeah, but like he has to go off for 15 minutes. You get put on report, but you're still not off for 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
I hate that's a little grey area in that where I reckon if it's a late call and you just don't get it early enough, he's got to go. If my boy's off, he's going off for 10 as well.
Yeah.
I don't like that. When you've got an advantage for 13 players, we've got 12. We have to use our fucking bench.
Because I'm calling it. I didn't see the replay, so I didn't think there was much in it.
No, it was proper.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It didn't look like much watching it from the box.
It's head contact with force.
Yeah.
And it rattled him, so he has to go off for 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's it. But he's a good player, man.
He's a good player. He's got a bit of swag about him. Never played
He's
six
6?
before in his life.
I thought he played 6 his whole
Fozzie said
fucking
it.
childhood.
I went down. I was like, hey, pre-game. So I went down and got there nice and early to McDonald's, changed. Never. I never said it again.
McDonald's Jones.
Yeah.
I did, didn't I?
You're 100% getting McDonald's on the way home.
I am getting McDonald's. McDonald Jones Stadium. And I got there a little bit early, so I got to catch up with my man Fozzie.
Nice.
I go, fuck, Foz, how you fuck, everything been going good? Like, energy still good? Everything all right? He goes, yeah, we're good. He goes, I'm feeling really good about this one, Hozzie. He goes, I'm feeling good, Hozzie. And I go, fuck, mate, you still enjoying it? He goes, yeah. He goes, we're working hard for each other. He goes, we're working on things, and I'm expecting a big effort today. He goes, I know it's old boys' day, but the boys will be up for it. So, fuck, I didn't have this for him though. Like I didn't, and I was
scared.
And then I went back and told him after the game too. Last time I saw him, and he got a touch, and the embrace was the Tigers at Magic Round, right? So maybe
More
I'm
touches.
maybe I'm the Midas touch. Guess what? I'm calling the game against Dragons, so I'm definitely going to get
him
a touch.
out. I need
on
the Eagles
Friday
to
this
fucking
week.
keep losing. Yeah.
But there's a couple of big performances as well. I want to give Caleb Navale a huge shout out. You know how much I love him, mate.
He goes all right, man.
Been raving about him for a couple of years. He goes really good. He just provides leg speed.
Yep.
They went a small ball sort of lineup when they put Simpkins on, moved Wakem back to 13, had Navale and the
Who's the mullet?
yeah,
3 tries.
Linaz. No, that's felony.
Felony.
It's a felony. His haircut is a felony.
You got to score 3 tries with that haircut.
He goes, because remember we gave him, I've said, talked to you about this a couple of times. Remember we were all hammering him in the trial at the start of the year when it was like the wet mullet?
Yeah.
And he was receding wet?
Yeah.
He goes, everyone sent me that.
Did you see when he scored the first thing you just
We didn't even clip that. Did we clip that? Nah, that's
Nah,
not.
no,
I wouldn't
people-
remember
People
clipping
will
that.
send it to him
From
in
the actual
podcast. His
episode.
mates
the wet
must have.
fucking, his hairs.
He goes, bro, that was hilarious. He's a
When he
good
scored
kid.
his first try, like he got up and he just got he's got nothing to fuck.
He's a fucking good player, mate.
Yeah, 3 tries, man.
He's good cover. He's good cover
He goes
for
all right.
sure. Linaz is the one who comes off the bench, and he looks a little bit like Alec McDonald. He just runs around with fucking
Hits people.
got the shoulders up a little bit. But yeah, Manly were really good, mate. And I thought the longer the game went, the healthier Turbo looked.
Yeah. I was actually, when you get, which is bad, like I was like, oh, thank God it was a hip drop.
Oh yeah.
Like instead of when you see him running and you just get pulled up with and get sniped, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, he'll stay on because he's a tough freak. He'll stay on because it's not soft tissue.
Yeah.
It's fucking just pain.
That's
that
what
you
you're
gotta-
worried about
I was
watching
like,
him.
yeah, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. I said they're going to be all right. And the more he stayed on, like he's just big and strong and dangerous. Like he's just like, I was always worried about the game. When Turbo played, I was like, when there's a Turbo and there's a Hamole in your side, they can win the game for you.
Yeah.
The 2 individual brilliances, like Hamole might be on, which you had a pretty quiet night. The night sort of handled him a little bit.
They did okay,
a lot of work, but
Second half
they
was
weren't
good,
really
but
feeding him that much earlier. But Turbo, he can. The reason why he doesn't get that much ball is when Turbo's always going to the left.
Yeah.
That's where he gets ball dominant, and it just really fucks up Hamole's touches.
Yep.
You know that? Because they always go at the left.
They end up coming over for like 3 or 4 good shots, and he come over and they just ran the same play, but they put a different variation on it every time.
And sometimes when he has that mindset of ball playing,
Yeah.
it takes that fucking dog out of him.
Yeah.
When I want those first hit ups, I don't want a fucking block play off you, mate. I want you straight at the 3-man, the Sandon Smith, and break his fucking shoulders.
6 p.m. game against the Dragons. If it's like in King Tongia this week, Fozzie just
End
go
him.
on, run straight.
You just got to give him simple instructions. When you're that big and
Do
strong,
not ball play.
fucking don't ball play until you see them seeing ghosts. Because they want, if you're a 3-man in this NRL and you see Hamole in the last 2 years, you're like, please be in a ball playing mode.
Yeah.
Don't be in destruct mode because I'm the one who's going to get it all.
Yeah.
I need destruct the button pushed every game for him coming on in now.
On
He
the
needs
left,
to, like,
it was Fletcher Sharp.
I don't give
on
a
the
fuck
left.
who was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even when it won, because Sanders Smith is the problem in that defensive line. That's why Turbo kept
Was
going
going
that
left.
way
Yeah.
because he's the problem.
The
Whenever,
Knights.
so whenever the left three is fucked, that's when Hamole gets fed.
Yeah.
But when it's not, they seem to go the other way. Because Fletcher Sharp's not a bad defender. He's just a dog. He gets at you.
No, he's a really good defender.
Yeah, he's an arsehole. He don't stop where Sanders Smith is a liability. Sometimes.
The Sandon Smith stuff hurts a little bit as well because not only is it's not his strength for sure.
No.
Dylan Brown is so good at it.
Yeah, man. They're a different team with Dylan Brown there. I would say they're a problem.
It sort of erases and makes it makes McEwen's job easier. It makes Fletcher Hunt's job easier, who had to fill in for Gags.
Yeah.
It makes Dom Young's job a lot easier.
The dynamics of Newcastle changed as soon as Brown went out. Sanders Smith can fill a void there.
For sure he can.
But he needs to be more defensive orientated, mate. I know it's an attack game, but people don't see it, right? The defensive teams are the best ones. They can their attacking game is awesome, but their defense is what wins them games. Look at Penrith. Look at the Wars. Look at these top four teams. They're all gun defensively.
Before
liabilities.
The Knights have the Wires coming up. They let this one slip. They had full control of this game.
Yeah,
mate.
they had it.
16-6.
When old mate on the wing just
Yep.
thought that was the call to go on with it.
Yep. And 16-6, they decided to take the 2. Next set, McEwen drops the ball off the kickoff, second play, and then it leads to Falladay scoring his first try, which leads to Dom Young getting sent for 10.
Yep,
And
that was
then
bad. That was a bad.
Manly just went on a run.
That was a bad hip drop.
Yeah,
man.
Tolly's
He might go.
not good.
He might miss some weeks.
Yep. Only one, apparently.
Yeah, because that was an arsehole. Because I said the hip drop sort of semi come back into the game, or they're just trying to get it right out. But that was bad.
He didn't lose his feet though, so that's the big
Just
thing.
fuck.
That they talk
You
about.
I know his feet were still on the ground, but he's dropped his weight.
Yeah.
You got to be smarter than that.
All right, let's get to.
Sorry, the Knights defensively. Back to them. Like that was fucking poor. Some of those tries when
barging over from dummy.
come on, man, like that was soft as hell. You can't roll into the semis your first week and have that sort of that defensive sort of those errors. Like they were having quick play the balls and then like A and B were that tight and then C was that far away and KP stuck in behind because what if they put a kick on? You got to C man needs to be tight. I was like, you got all your prep wrong. And that's when they had these young kids on the 15 and 16. I think they're young. They're rookies.
Hopwood and Crouch, yeah.
Yeah, they fucking had no idea. And that's when they got fucking hammered through the middle.
Well, they've got a big test. They've got to get their shoulder pads on this
Mate,
week. 'cause
you've
they've
got
the
to-
Warriors.
Because if you can't deal with Manly, you're fucking going to get run through with the Wars get you.
All right,
Bare
let's get to
middles.
this one. Mark Dobkins, big stat spotlighting the Wars' strength. Only 6 teams have beaten Penrith this year. The Wars are the only team that backed up to win the following week. That is after the Roosters obviously lost to the Tigers on Sunday, right? The Cowboys had the bye. So the Cowboys had the bye. They were able to get a tight win against the Manly in the following game, but it's a big start and it's a great start. And it says a lot too about the Wires, their preparation week in, week out, and not getting too high, too low. I think that's what that represents for me.
I love the way they're playing, mate. It's like a plug-in, plug-out sort of system where I thought the desperation of the Rabbits should be a bit more desperate than the travelling Wars team that comes over here. You know what I mean? With the 7 interchanging, I'm like, don't know. Chanel Harris DeVito goes, fuck off. This is my team. Right? Who's the other kid that come in? Hansen, who's good. He did his job. Didn't overplay his can. The middles were fucking outstanding. Barney was outstanding. Fisher Harris, when you scored your first try is like a off the 9 try within 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't like that look, you know. And I'm like, because I saw this because I was at the Knights game, so I missed this whole game. So I watched it yesterday. I was like, ooh, that's not a good sign. Then the kick, you can
the
handle,
score, but you can
handle
see why.
kicks. You can handle the kicks.
Yeah.
It's just the one-on-ones and all that kind of stuff, but not when it's front door shit. And it'll be in alarm bells for Wayne and the middles because I'm like, then they just end up going through your middles all game, back in the game. Like nice tip-ons from fucking who's the boy?
Dimitri.
Munga. Fuck, what a beast. He's arrived, man. I thought he was always a gun, but he's like looked a lot fitter, a lot more motivated, and he's playing football. He's playing footy. Like he's doing tips to a big Iramir dude. Did you see that ball? How silky was that ball?
Yeah.
That was one of the best balls ever to turn your whole body around. It was like fucking SBW when he was younger. Had that sort of glimpses.
He did a silky one to Fish against the Sharks last year.
He's
too.
got something
got
in
it
him,
the
man.
bag.
What's he? Yeah, and he's just off your bench. Like it's the perfect fucking analogy for that iron sharpens iron. They're over there they're on a different level.
When you look back on all premiership winning teams, and we talked about your team a lot. We've talked. If you look at the teams that have won the premiership, you normally go back and you look and go, fuck, their bench was killing it that year.
Deep bench.
They're a deep bench. And guess what? Eventually, one of them's going to miss out of those three. I don't know how Webby figures it out. It's not going to be Dimitri
No.
because I don't know which play was better. The tip on for Eddie Yeremia Tuava or when he flew through the air to jump over Dufty,
Yeah.
throw the ball out the back, which
Laban hits a fucking.
which ends up finishing up with DWZ in the corner. Like both were fucking elite.
See that ball?
So
from Laban,
he's got it locked.
10 metre, like just left to right.
Gun.
Love that.
You got Jacko Ford returning, who was leading the daily. It would have been top 3.
There's
at
your
worst.
problem. Sorry. There's your problem. Do you put him in?
You have to.
Do you have to?
You have to.
Well, that's up to you, Webby.
That's a fucking
That's
tough
a
decision.
big call.
Yeah.
Because who else you got? So you got Iremia.
Yep.
You got Vaimunga.
Yep.
Who
Taylor
else?
Stoll Smith.
He's going to go. Stoll Smith.
Nah, man. I don't think so.
I know those other two. I know Stoll Smith's been outstanding, but he's the closest thing to a prop that's going to fit like Jackson Ford. Those other guys are they can play out wide, they can play in the middle, they can ball play.
Eddie
A
was-
little bit more to them.
Eddie was a little bit handy being able to push to the centres, wasn't he? Especially
Yeah.
now that they've got.
That's what I mean. It's very replaceable where he's at Stoll Smith, front rower. Those other two, Vaimunga, you put in front row, lock, back row. You can put the other kid.
I
And
think
they're very
Yeah.
What that word? They can fucking play anywhere.
If it was a 4-man bench, Mace, I think Tanner would be unlucky to miss out and maybe miss out. But with a 6-man bench and being able to keep a centre on the bench, I think his best possible lineup. I think I fucking love Eddie Yeremia Tuava, and I've been talking about him for a while now. I think he misses out, and
He keeps playing like
Jacko
that for 2 years,
Jacko
for 2 more
Ford,
games.
because Jacko Ford can play middle and back row, obviously, and they can move Cape well out to the centres.
Yeah, I know that's the problem. But like,
because they love Tanner Stoll Smith, mate.
if you get that kid playing like he was in the next 2 games and just getting better, he will force his case. Yeah. And this is what happens when you got the definition of iron sharpens iron personified over there, where they don't want to miss out. They're on a run now, and you know you're in a fucking little championship window. You're like, I don't want to miss out. So when I'm coming off the bench, whatever minutes I'm getting, you're going to get it all.
You can't afford to get suspended, and you can't afford to get injured.
No. Have a look at if you go through Clockstad.
Yeah.
Suspended for 2 weeks, Tua Pickett comes in, boom. You're like, oh, now you can kick goals. What do you get, 7 from 7 or some shit like that? It's like, no, I can kick goals. It's very important in the semi-finals as well. Hint, hint to Webster. Like, fuck.
I tell you what, Tua Picky, he went up a number of notches in one play for me.
Yeah.
That sideline play shows me he has got a shitload of footy IQ. He cares. And what I love people with footy IQ and love the game. He watches the game, mate. You can tell that. So Tua Picky just went up 1,000 notches with the fucking 7 or 8 from 8 that he's kicked. Guess what?
Yeah.
He's 13 from 14 this year. It wasn't a fluke.
No.
He's kicking really well. He's about a 90% kicker in a really short sample size. And I'm
important,
with
man.
you, mate. I wrote down, and this is going to be tough for Dell, right? I think Chance comes back. He plays on Dell's wing.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's
fuck.
the only way you can put him back without ruffling any feathers
So
there.
Ali will come back because he was sickness. So he'll come back to the right for Pompey. Shows him the huge amount of respect that Webby has for Lecker. Like, they were getting torched. Paul Yeremia Tuava, he's an edge back row. He get caught out a little bit. He goes, Lecker, he's only played
Fix it, mate.
maybe 10 games in the centres in the last couple of years. Go fix that fucking
Beast.
that
Him
right
and Jackie
edge
Boy had a good fucking good battle. Just solid.
Fuck, they're fun to watch, mate.
Yeah, I just like the tip-ons. Aaron Clark, just fucking everyone's just playing footy. Eyes up footy.
Yep.
Eyes up football. Everything's a play.
Yep.
Everything's a play. They're going to be hard to beat, man.
I thought it was pretty cool to see Roy Azatazi ringing the bell just before the game too. He changed the trajectory of the club. You talk about him a lot. We give him we give him a file. It's just
He's in
cool to
good
see.
nick.
He's in fucking great.
Raz has always been in good nick.
yeah.
You never see Raz around.
He looks like he could play. Like he looks.
but he can't.
We remember when we
but he
saw
can't
him at
move
High Rocks?
sideways.
Remember we saw him at High Rocks last year? He does
That's
a lot of
right.
that
Yeah,
training.
yeah.
Mate,
That's his bread and butter.
He's an animal, man. He's always been like that. But yeah, him going over there, he changed the whole, making South cool again. Right? It was a club where it was got kicked out in 99, 2000, and comes back, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. They got like 3 or 4 spoons in that time.
Yep.
He gets over there in 07, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Changed the whole thing. Made it good again.
Cody was dialed in. I will say that. I've been impressed with the way that Cody's acted since that when he lashed out with that kick.
Yeah.
I think he's like really finally got it. Like I think that
Can't do that shit.
Yeah, I think that really pissed people off. It would have pissed Wayne off. They would have had a real honest conversation about that because he's been excellent.
Yeah,
Cody.
discipline wise, he looks happy.
He looks like he's not biting at anyone. He's playing footy.
It's a beautiful thing to see. Because
I will say that the Roosters are up in 2 weeks, so that's the litmus test.
Yeah. He can do what he wants there.
For Cody Walker. Not really. That's when that's when the
He could cost you.
Yeah, that's when the trajectory starts heading down when he plays them. He just fucking cares too much about South Sydney and that rivalry. But
he's silky, mate. When
they're still the most dangerous team in the comp. I didn't lose too much on South Sydney in this game, despite the scoreline, mate.
No, they had the moments to come back. Yeah. The Warriors sort of held it, and then just come back with a flurry. You got to give Matt Dufty a bit of a rap.
Yep.
The fullback. He was at the Dogs. If you're not one-dimensional as a fullback, but you're limited in skills, right? You can't get out the back. You can't draw and pass. You can't play 3-on-2s. You don't have a little kicking game. Go fucking work on it. Because that's what he was when he was at the Dogs. Like he didn't have that in his toolkit.
No.
Went overseas for a couple of years. Obviously worked on his game.
Yes.
He's got a little kick on him. Can play 3-on-2s. Hit the short one. That's why he's holding Jai Gray out.
Mace. He had it at the Dragons and the Bulldogs, but it was proper rocks and diamonds.
Not consistent.
So he had the ability to pull the trigger, but he would so often he would be like 1 from 4,
choice.
2 from 5 in a game.
Figured it out.
He's really building his game, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like he's taken his time with it. He's worked on his timing and when to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and that's what I love. I love it because there's a lot of fullbacks out there. I think that the premier fullbacks at this time are the ones you got a halfback's brain in a body that can just run for 80 minutes and do 20K a game at a high level. Like look at Walshy, look at Drinky, look at these guys. They're at the top of their game. Even Teddy's added that. Like he had add that string to his bow. But Dufty has massively. Like he's a problem now.
Yep.
He's a proper problem, and that's the guidance of a Wayne Bennett to settle him down a little bit as well. But yeah, if you're a limited player at fullback, you got to have these strings to your bow. You can't just come flying through the grades with none of this shit in your head just because you're a bit stronger, a bit faster, and then you get to the grade and then bang, you get limited.
I don't know if you saw the one where he gave away a 6 again, but I loved it. He made an error coming out of yardage and it was like a bit of a loose carry. And Cam Murray was struggling in a tackle to put a play down 1-on-1 and no middles were getting involved. And he come and shot out of the line, picked him up, roughed the player up. I think it might have been Lecker. And put him into the ground and then end up giving away a 6 again. But I just loved the mindset because he wouldn't have done that at the Bulldogs and Dragons. No fucking way.
Affinity for that club, I don't know. And that's the Wayne Bennett.
It's the Wayne Bennett.
It's the Wayne Bennett little factor.
For sure.
These are the little diamonds that he finds.
Yep.
The motivation where he's at with his career would have had some hard talks with him.
2 games to go. AJ or Milky, 28
What did
apiece.
I say a couple of weeks ago? I said AJ's coming. I reckon he'll get it because South is going. And the Penrith has sort of stalled a little bit, so limited opportunities. But you don't know with the Panthers, they can go and get 3 in a row. But
so the Bulldogs play. I thought the Bulldogs play Panthers.
We've got Panthers.
Oh,
this week.
that's the following week. All right. So Milky Jenkins plays the Bulldogs, and South Sydney play the Gold Coast Titans.
Yeah, AJ's slyly just building.
And
nice
that's a 3 p.m. game.
They're equal, aren't they?
28 apiece.
Fuck, that's a lot of tries.
It's a lot of tries.
If Milky hasn't had this year, all we're talking about is fucking AJ
and AJ's only played
and the record and everything
19
like
games
that
or something.
Yeah,
He's
AJ's had an outstanding year.
All right, and the following week, if it comes down to it, it will be the Book of Feuds on Friday night, 8 p.m. AJ to set the tone, but the Panthers play Tigers in the last game. I'm going Silky.
I'll go AJ.
Okay.
I think he's gone on one. I think, just take Milky out of the equation and put the pressure on AJ a couple of years ago, the Achilles, boom, boom, boom. And then people not really thinking that he's going to get the record. And even me going, he'll probably get the record, but he won't really score that much to get it out of reach.
He's going to smash it.
He's fucking smashing it.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy for him. He's killing, he's scoring some tries. He's one of the best finishers of all time in our game.
All time.
Fucking
He
pleasure,
is. Like,
pleasure
he's
watching
literally
him.
that.
I love watching him.
All right, let's get to the Bulldogs 44 defeating the Dragons 14.
Yes.
Can I fill the listeners in on your comment on the way home?
Yeah, what was it?
It was as real as it gets. We were watching the game on the way home from Newcastle. I had it up. Mace was watching it. I was listening to it as I was driving. And the Bulldogs were running away with it in the second half. And Mace goes, as real and as authentic as you can possibly be. Fuck, we left our run too late, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's what he asked me. That was the question. And I was just driving. I was like, oh, I felt that one.
Yeah.
I sort of felt a little bit bad for the Dogs and you.
Then I was just like, because I was going back a couple of weeks ago for that Roosters game, right? Putting it out, I was like, we could finish with a flurry, win 2 games.
Yeah.
The Cowboys just have to win 1.
You'll watch it. It was like
just-
65 minutes in. The Bulldogs were playing well. They're playing tough. People come up with big things.
That's a
and
problem.
you were like, fuck, they could cause some.
Yeah,
but
they could win a couple of semis. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, it's going to be one of those things. Hopefully not. Hopefully the Cowboys lose 2, and we win 2. Like that's when you're wishing other people had done that.
Yeah.
Sort of, you think about it more, and you're like, I think we left that run too late. It was as honest as it gets. It was just like, he's like, man, maybe. I was like, fuck, because that's a team right now that can cause some drama. It's like that everything's gone. I'm like, damn it. Maybe. I don't know. It's a miracle.
And another thing you said, fuck, we're talking about Birdo and how incredible he was. Fuck, he's a good centre. He's a good centre.
I was saying, fuck, Birdo's a gun centre. When you just like let him have a couple of weeks in there and he just go, because he's a footballer. You can put Birdo anywhere. You put him on the wing, put him in the centres, put him in the halves. He's going to do a job,
Well,
an elite job.
Ciro had 2 preferred left side centres, and he said Birdo wanted the challenge to go to the right. Took it upon himself.
doesn't care.
Had a big week. Something happened and he had to go home, and then he come back and he goes, he had to pick between the 2 and Birdo wanted it.
Team first. Team first. Because he probably wouldn't want to throw his boy out Cherry. Right? He goes to play on the left. That's a team. That's a team man right there. He went,
fuck yeah.
I'll go right
That's a
so
good
Cherry
shout.
can play on the left because I know that's his spot.
Yeah, and that's his boy, eh?
And that's his boy, and look what Cherry does. 2 tries,
Yeah.
set some shit up. Thank you. You know what I mean? That's him being selfless and team first. So little things like that. He would
That's
have
awesome.
thought about
Yeah, that's a
Cherry
good point.
in making that decision. You know, so you want to get the best out of Cherry. He's a gun.
There was a lot made about Jacob Preston. We didn't really talk about this too much last
Yeah.
week around the number. Whatever the number was, Mace, all I'll say is
Double down on that, motherfucker.
I think the manager's going to go in with a higher number this week.
I was hoping he was going to do a Tui Pilato.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. Imagine if he did 2 quadrants.
I'll be off him. I'll be like, get rid of him. Jacob Preston, what a gun. He just shows that he can do everything. Hit holes, pass, just
Great kid.
works his ass off. And I think, with the contract, it'll sort itself out.
Yeah.
He's a bulldog, and he needs to make his own decision. You know, at the end of the day, it's what Jacob Preston wants to do. Not about the fucking offers from the Bulldogs. Not about anything. It's whatever he wants to do. If he wants to go on the open market, go on the open market.
Well, the number matters.
The number, yeah, but he's going to get the number. You know what I mean? Like if it's the media gets a hold of it, the manager pushes it out. It's like, of course you want to get him all the money that you can. But I know at the end of the day, it's going to be up to Jake Preston. I know what he wants to do. He wants to play the Dogs. They just need to find the money. Get the cap sorted, Nudo, so we can get Preston sorted. That's it.
He would be your main priority.
I love fucking Jacob Preston.
Yeah.
I don't look at him as to go anywhere else. I would hate it if he went somewhere else, but I know it's a business, right?
Yeah.
Someone's coming with 1.2 mil and we're at 650 or 700. You're like, fuck. You can do the math, right?
How much of a comp is Huddy Young? How far off?
He's a bit off Huddy
If-
Young. Huddy
if-
Young's a premier.
If Huddy's 1.1 and I am Jacob Preston or his manager, I want
900.
859.
in this cap, what happens when the cap's at 20? That's what we're going to think. Or 15 even. Like you're talking massive. That's why we're all confused because we don't know what the fucking cap is next year.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And then Jacob Preston, they're all doing nothing. It's be an arsehole of a time to even go in and ask for your contract.
Well, I don't care what the cap is. It's 650. That number's
Whatever.
too
Put
low.
it up fucking 100.
That number's too low. No matter what cap they're fucking.
Yeah.
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 So,
It shows what sort of man he is, right? He just comes out and just does his business.
fucking oath.
You know, like
Love
didn't give a fuck about anything that was said.
Yep.
Come out there, rate me on my performance.
Yep.
That's what you get paid to do.
Yep.
And look what he did.
Fuck, I wish he played Origin.
Yeah.
He would have this year. It's unlucky. Big gun Origin player. He's got that spot. He's got good back rows in this.
Yeah,
he'll
in
get
New
his
South
time.
Wales.
He'll get his time.
Yeah,
mate.
for
But
sure.
he's in a little place where there's about 4 or 5 back rows for going for that right
He
spot.
can do a job for the Aussies on tour. I
Fucking
can't
oath
wait
he
to
can.
watch
Liam
that.
Martin.
Yeah, Kevy took him last year.
Yeah.
So fucking
He'll be
no
on it.
doubt
He'll be
he's
on it
in
again.
contention.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Just depends if he's getting the game or not.
I hope so.
Yeah, this year,
Fucking oath,
way
he'll get
more
it going.
likely this year
Yeah.
with Angus and
of
Huddy
course,
out.
he would be. Yeah, he'd be going for that right side.
Yeah. The guy I'd be competing with would be Hamish Stewart. He was playing really well. Dragons, I just want to say this.
You got something.
I want to say this with the Dragons. They weren't that far off to begin the game. Then the Bulldogs got on the ball,
Class.
showed desperation, showed a bit of class, and just killed any momentum that the Dragons had from the last couple of weeks, which I thought was important. But I was listening to Cookie talk in the presser after as well about discussing Little and being disappointed that he got injured and his future. He showed a lot of class.
Yeah.
Damien Cook, been a really good leader.
Yep.
Dean Young's talked about that. I don't think the average Dragons fan are really going to appreciate Gutho and Cookie in, say, 3 or 4 years when the Dragons are playing well for the standards they set,
Yeah.
for the leaders they were, because results didn't go their way the last couple of years because they didn't win footy games. And that may be hard for some Dragons fans to hear. But these two guys, I can relate them to sort of what Gus did with some senior players at Penrith before they got on a bit of a run. You know?
You know what it is? When you can't put a number and you can't put anything, you can't rate any of these guys for their character,
Training.
their high character, and what they add to teams, right?
Monday to Friday.
When Dale Finucane
Yep.
and
Cam
McInnes come to Cronulla,
Yep.
you had no idea what they bought, but you can see it now 3 or 4 years later.
Yep.
With the Billy Burns and the Colquhouns and all these guys coming through because they push those standards at training.
Even Jack Williams.
And Jack
who's
Williams,
now
yeah,
left.
they put all these young kids under the pump and they taught them how to be first graders and act like a first grader and be a first grader. So you can't put a number and an impression like a Finucane did or McInnes. And that's what Cookie, Gutho, and even Val Holmes is doing it for the young Dragons.
Yep.
So it's the high character person that you recruit, right? That you can put in your team. He's not putting out Origin numbers or anything like that, but his character, and he's been from a great system, Bulldogs and other systems in Melbourne, comes in and adds to your club, right? They're hard to get. Like he's going to make you a better person, you a better person, you a better person, and he's done in 3 or 4 years, right? But you get him for that 2 or 3 years to embed himself into these the younger gun kids coming through like Hamish Stewart's and that.
Dylan Egan.
Yeah, so you don't see that
Couch
fruits of
Bros.
your labour until 2 or 3 years again, right? But it's very important for recruiters to do that instead of the big names and everything like that, big high character people, right? Who can really like if you go, he's here for 5 years, fuck, he was awesome. 2 years, Ben Kennedy at Manly, 2 years. Look what he did to that team. He didn't play in the grand final, but he was there for 2 years, and the impact he made their team of the fucking century for 2 years of play because he impacted Chocky Watmow, Glenn Stewart, and all these other young kids coming through, Jason King. All these young kids, all because BK was there for 2 fucking years. He made your team of the century and everything like that for 2 years. High character, drives everything, culture. Fucking, they're the kids. They're the grown men that you really want in your team. So I don't think the Sharks will understand what the Cookie and all that is doing.
Sorry, the Dragons.
Yeah,
And the Sharks was McInnes and
McInnes,
Finucane.
but
Yeah.
the Dragons, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well said, mate. Yeah. I was just 2 years. Fuck. I can't. I had to
2
sit-
years. People thought he was there for 10.
I would have thought a
I just
minimum
Googled it
4.
too.
I
2
would have
years.
thought minimum 4.
2 years retired after
that's how
06.
much. That's how much I know.
5'6".
He retired in 06, played in
That's how much I know, and the amount of respect that my OGs there at Manly used to
They
talk
fucking
talk
love
about him.
BK. He
Fucking
changed the
hell.
whole thing. So 06, they started coming up.
Yep.
When they go 4, they got Desi in as a head coach. 5, they bought BK. 5, 6, and then he retired. Then they won. They got the grand final. 7.
7, 1
8. then 19, and then they won 11. So they've been a powerhouse ever since because of that one man. So it's
Also-
high character humans.
Side note.
Was he at Old Boys?
Nah,
BK?
BK's
No?
right. He's out in the country just
Oh, is he?
chasing pigs. Lunatic male love him.
Whenever you laugh like
That
that, whenever he laughs like that, that's one of
It's a
his.
low octave, with a low octave.
That's high praise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Low
That
octave,
laugh-
high praise.
That laugh is high praise. Also discussed was the Cass situation, and I think there's more to play out with those players because they're
Surely Sloan doesn't go. Like
I hope not.
he's got too much footy in him. There's so many other clubs that he's coming to his own now. You think St George would notice that?
Sharks 30 defeat the Titans. It might not be the not be the Dragons.
Cass,
He could
no.
play. No, he could play somewhere else in the NRL. I reckon if he can't work it out. Like
Yeah, I
the
was just trying to
situation-
think Cass might not let him out if he's signed.
No, there's I think there's dramas with
Okay,
all this
sweet.
coaching stuff.
All right.
Yeah, because it was the assistant coach for the Dragons that got him all over
Wes is
there. I think.
playing it. Cass.
Did
Wes
Cookie
is
talk
playing
about
there.
it?
Huh?
You know, said Cookie was talking about it in the presser.
Yeah, that's yep. Sharks 30 defeat the Titans 22. A weird old game. The Sharks were there for the taking. I thought obviously Nicho showed a lot of class right at the end to get the job done.
Yeah, I said.
Felt like he looked.
It took him a minute to get into the game, but
He was very agitated. Titans. I don't know if this was a plan.
what did they do
Think about their.
that I didn't see?
I was thinking about this as well. I don't know if this is something that was said. Who was their assistant coach last year?
Yeah, Josh Hannon.
It felt like every stoppage and broken play, people were constantly coming up and just like chirping Nicho.
Oh, really?
And I wonder if they were just trying to throw him off.
Fucking oath he would.
I wonder if that was tactically from because he's a real, fucking can get in his head a little bit. So I thought it was huge for Nicho to just quiet all the noise. It was fucking pretty ugly for 65
Yeah,
minutes.
that first half, and then it ended on him dropping the ball, and you see some people say some shit. Then
That's
when I
there
saw.
was two or three occasions that happened, Mace.
couple of bad balls when he threw to the ground, it
Yeah.
went out, and then
Yeah.
you see the chasing, like when you see that little bit coming behind,
And he was getting frustrated.
and he doesn't say anything. You can't do anything about it, right? You're in your own fucking head.
Yeah.
Where sometimes he doesn't do his best work.
We'll see. I think for sure that happens. So I thought credit to him. Let's
Yeah, he got out of it.
give him the praise. Got out of it.
Fucking oath.
Come up with two fucking beautiful passes over the top for his two wingers and iced the game.
Yeah, it was good because it was on. It was on. The Titans had him.
Yep.
That halftime speech, whatever fucking Fitzy said, Fanua Blake, silky.
Siffa Talakai, mate.
Sifa Talakai, when he come off the bench, I'm like, can you not use him in the first fucking half?
Yeah.
You just can't. I don't know. Like, it's just, he is just a ball of destruction.
I
would just fucking, sorry, Keanu Kinney got in his way one time. And I think he just went, what am I going to do? This
Yeah.
big fucking ball just went, "Blah." And he went flying about 5 meters, but he's built so low to the ground. He just got so straight up and just ran back to fullback.
He's such a tough little
Oh,
bloke.
he's just a good player, man, Keanu Kinney.
He puts his body in front. He's tough. I know they love him there, but that is something that they're going to have to work on with that. And when he gets the A defender for sure. Siffa Talakai, if you're an NRL team that you watch this podcast for advice, for information, how about this? We've already talked about it once before in the Manly game. He set the tone with a carry from the kickoff after their first try after halftime. Do not kick the Siffa Talakai. He is the unhittable. We had a clip. I don't know how teams aren't watching our podcast and realising, or maybe realising that he's been playing in the league for about 4 or 5 years.
He's a problem.
He is a problem if you let him wind up. Do not kick the football to him off kickoffs.
It's a Hazelton.
Hazelton 100%.
Yeah, just a bigger body where you can hit. You
can
can't
get
hit
into
Talakai. He's going
Hazelton.
to fucking knock you
And
out.
I've got all the respect in the world for Aden. Aden's a fucking pain in the ass as well. But I would much prefer Aden over
Yes.
fucking
I'm not kicking it to him ever.
Talakai's 20-metre sprint effort is fucking centre quality.
No, he's no.
He's
I'm
so
with you,
fast, mate.
You just don't kick it to
And then
him.
he just veers at the last minute into people who just goes, dang.
yeah, knock out. You're out.
You got to be careful. Got to
Yeah.
be careful.
Fanua Blake, so his second stint was
Yep.
dangerous.
Second stint was good.
tenth.
But that was off the back of Talakai
Yeah.
set the tone
Yeah,
for 5
yeah.
minutes before he come on.
Yep.
The Sharks that are leaving in 2027, they've got a little mini rebuild next year.
Yeah.
Qatar and Ramian, McInnes, Talakai and Hiroti. Hiroti's going to Titans.
Is he?
Yep.
Can play.
So
How do you know? Where's Talakai going?
Perth
Oh, Perth, yeah.
with McInnes. So Qatar and Raymond.
that's the end of a good little stint. You know, a couple of prelims here and there. Like they've been together for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
They need to get something out of this.
I think they're going to miss Raymond in the finals.
Yeah, fucking oath. Yeah,
I think they're going to miss Raymond.
I think they're finding. I think they're finding their feet now. It took a couple of weeks to sort of we can figure this out, and old mate Hiroti just needs to step up.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. It's your spot now. Yeah. It's yours to lose.
Because KO and Ronnie are
they're good,
rock
mate.
solid on the left.
Yeah, they're good. Kennedy's doing his thing, and you got everyone knows their role. Now it's like, this is your spot, mate. Let's make it. Because he's filled in every now and again. He's done a really good job, the Hiroti kid. Now it's like, this is yours.
Yeah.
Let's fucking roll with it.
Extended run.
Yeah. So now, and I think obviously they missed fucking the 6 there. They can't win without him. I think they spent so much time being like, where they're trying to figure out who's going to be ball dominant, blah, blah, blah. And then they figured out, all right, we're good. We're Batman and Robin. We're good. We've figured it out. Now it's like, he's lost his man. It doesn't look like he fucking, because it was a 50-50 team.
Yeah.
Like everyone was trying to argue, whose team is it? Whose team is it? They're gone, no, we're as good as we both go.
You know what I realised watching this game without him, because I missed last week's game against the Canberra Raiders, but I realised how much of a 7 Nicho is.
Yeah.
Because Nicho was constantly going around and getting the team into play. Yeah. And Putter's got the potential to have some nice moments.
Yeah.
But you realise how fucking ad-lib Trindle was.
Yeah.
So he is truly a 6.
Yep.
And Nicho developed into a game managing on ball 7.
Yeah. Yep. And that's where I'm looking at. That's a big, when you're looking at the Sharks, you're like, what's the big hole? It's the 6.
You know who's got to take it now, eh?
The young kid?
No.
Who?
Brayley's got to take control.
Oh, he looks unreal.
Brayley's got to take
I thought you were talking about another 6. I'm like, fuck, I didn't see it.
It's got to be Brayley. Brayley's got to give off Egan energy.
He should be. He should fucking strain 9.
Yep.
Is Trindle coming back?
It's one of those 50-50. It's hard to say. Same.
What do you do? Shoulder?
Shoulder.
Yeah, I remember that game.
I think he dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah, right.
Put it back in. Fuck. Tino, want to give him some flowers again. Chase, 15 minutes into the game, got down there. 2 plays later, leads to an error, and then Tino comes up with a nice offload for a Fafita try. He's trying his fucking ass off, man. He's
Get
trying
through
so
big
hard.
minutes.
Trying so hard.
They had this game, man.
Yeah.
I watched this today, this morning. I was just like, okay, where the fuck did you go wrong here? The 2 losses after the half time.
Yeah.
From the big man.
Yeah, big
They
man.
didn't make a mistake. 90% in the first half. This is the whole thing with momentum. And when I look at the NRL, I'm like, the Titans can dust the Sharks up, right? Anyone can beat anyone in a half.
Well,
because have a look at that. Yeah, exactly. But like 22 points they had up on the Sharks, 22, then they're going bang, 30 points they put on you.
Yeah. I think it was 16 to 4.
16, yeah. And they just go boom, and they just put and you go, what the fuck happened? Just error, and you can't get out of your own end.
Well, I tell you,
they just beat you down.
I tell you, gets them out of their own end, and it was so fitting that he set up his try with the yardage carry. Phil Sammy's going to be missed next year, mate. He's tough. He's been a good, tough player. He's a bit like Ronnie in a way because he's got a bit of shit about him.
Yeah, so he's respected up there.
He's respected up there. He put his crown on himself. He crowned himself as the top try scorer.
Beat the Don.
Beat the Don.
His Don is good.
Don is no good.
Don's no good up there. I like that celebration.
I like Phil Sammy.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a good Dragon next year. Tigers 25 to beat the Roosters 24. I think the only fan base in the NRL not cheering for the Tigers watching this game was the Roosters. And then even then, I think some Roosters fans would have been pissed off with the way that the Roosters were playing. They would have been like, shit. You know what?
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
but fuck. Let's start with Jock Madden.
Class.
Redemption field goal. He had a bludger of a day with the boot on conversions. That second one that he missed from Suka.
Never been in this position.
They were so much more the more dominant team, and Roosters nearly got away with it. But him and Dewey, if Dewey in fact hangs around and gets the shoulder fixed, they deserve first crack at 6 and 7 next year and continue to see what this Javon Andrews kid's got. And Latufonu, obviously, as well.
Was it a good Tigers or just a fucking abysmal Roosters?
Both.
It was a fucking prick of a game, wasn't it?
It was both.
It's good to watch.
It was good to watch.
Didn't know because I didn't watch it.
I was rooting
when
for
you
the
when you
Tigers.
said it, Tigers went good. I went.
Can you get
Oh,
Benji's
wow.
pressure up? Pressure
Pressure up.
Can you get Benji's presser up at 235? If this isn't dropping the shoulders after a win, I don't think I've ever seen one. This is as what's the word? Relieved as I've seen an NRL coach in a long time.
He was going on nine losses, wasn't it?
Yeah. And crazy too. It was last year they played the
30 to 28.
235, mate.
This week, and the players executed that.
Bit of a job slotting that field goal. What did you sort of conversation had? That's his second, isn't he?
Yeah, it's really proud of Jock. First came back from his injury. It's quite ballsy for him to play today.
He hurt his nuts.
Thought at the half time he's a little bit down.
Look at Appy. Appy's like,
kicks the goal and challenged him on his headspace to just forget everything, come back and just play your type of footy, control our game and get us to a win. And I'm really proud that he was able to do that because under pressure, they were coming in to kick that to win the game.
Really?
Awesome.
Given what's happened in the past 2 months, what were the emotions for Donald? What did that team song about? You've done the team song. What were the emotions coming out during that?
Boys forgot it.
Look at him. Look, you just see even the little thing like
just
that. I'm
relieved.
big on body language. and
Yeah,
that.
he's relieved.
It's just like fuck.
Fuck.
That's it. That's all. Appy talks about it. Appy looks he's the most fucking unanimated
Appy?
captain.
Fucking,
He just sits there like this, disinterested. Honestly, like so disinterested. Every single thing registers because I notice when something said that matters, he'll just nod his head or he'll like Benji will say something, but he looks like he fucking has zero care factor. So I thought that was I enjoyed that observation for him. Want to give Appy some credit. It was an absolute masterclass. He's a Sunday Arvo specialist.
Yeah.
I think fatigue in the game helps Appy. He gets better the more big forwards get tired. He had a 40-20 after a missed 20-40.
yeah, just having the balls to go for it too.
And I love that he took the fucking boot too. Give me the tee in the second half. Give me, I'll knock him over. Now, he had a lot easier kicks than Madden, but that's leadership.
Yeah,
Give me the tee. Fucking let's fucking ice this game. Let's finish this game. Went 2 from 2.
yeah. It was a struggle to watch this. And I liked it because the Tigers,
I like the
it was
theatre of it.
entertaining at the
Yeah.
end because I knew the score.
Yeah.
When you told me, I said, how does this get to this? Then you looked at how the Roosters played. And I like the way the Tigers played. They're going to play footy at you. You look at the Roosters and go, fuck, these guys are nearly favourites of the comp. This has just blew the whole comp apart. So everyone's just going, the Roosters did this. You know what I mean? Like, what's happening here? Like, the Wires would have been going, fucking everyone.
Did
I
you
don't know.
just get a breaking news or something?
No. I was just thinking because I was at the couch yesterday and I was like, I'll go down the road for this game, just see what the atmosphere is like. Could be a bloodshed, could be this.
Oh,
And
you
it was-
went to the game?
No, just I went into Balmain.
Oh, I gotcha.
To see what the energy was like
Yeah.
at the pubs. And Sackville was pumping. They were going crazy. It was
Yeah,
great.
fucking oath. They deserve it. It's been a tough fucking time.
Yeah, if they win their last 3.
I just like
Go on, beat the Cow.
I know what it's
beat
like
the
to be
Cowboys.
in teams when you're struggling for form. So
I was
whenever-
happy for the Tigers.
I was
Put
happy.
it that way.
I was happy for the Tigers. I was happy for the Dragons a couple of weeks ago. I was happy for Foz and Manly.
Happy for Appy.
because we
Happy for Appy.
I take all
I was very happy over the week.
yeah, very, very Coruscant. I take all the, Bulldogs versus Eels and Eagles and all these little rivals out of the equation when I see games like this. You're happy for Benji because I'm like, he's under the pump big time. All these players, the year that he's had, and then you go, fuck, and you finally got something to cheer about and be happy about, right? It's fucking awful, this game. His first grade job looks awful. He was facing 9 in a row, right? And on the other flip side, Roosters were going for 9 in a row. And it still took monumental effort from him to win against the Roosters, who just went, okay, we nearly figured it out with 15 minutes to go and start putting it on because Mark just goes, fuck this.
I'm not
We're
worried. I'm not worried about the Roosters. It's
I worry that they've got a game in them like this, or a half, or like 60 minutes. You're not doing this against the Wars, mate. They're going to put you to bed.
That's fair.
It's done.
That's fair.
You said put the rivalry aside. You'll have your West Tigers jersey on next week as they play the Cowboys.
Oh, no, I've got it on. It's
Oh,
underneath
yeah,
here.
yeah,
That's what I said before. I said, keep it on.
Are you going to hit this
Hope
one?
you win.
Fucking
Yeah,
good, right?
if you do it, we'll get a raw.
Oh, no.
What about Paddy Herbert, 3 try assists as well?
Fucking beautiful.
Alex
Flip
Seyfarth,
pass.
chase down on Reece Robson was huge
Massive.
too. He bleeds fucking Balmain Tigers
He's
Leichhardt,
Balmain.
doesn't he?
Yeah, big Ciro
Yeah.
poster on his
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah. Big fucking he's got Ciro next to Keith Galloway, I reckon.
Yeah, he'd have Keithy next to him, I
I
reckon.
reckon he's like, you know that meme where he's like Wolverine looking at the phone? It's like picture of fucking Keith Galloway as he goes to bed.
He's got Keithy G on his wall.
He's wholehearted, mate.
Oh, no, I love him. He's a goer, man.
So they completed it 80%, the Roosters, but it felt way worse than that because all of the errors were unforced simple errors coming out of yardage, giving them field position, which essentially just fucking Tigers pretty much went bang bang and scored like so quickly. So that was the part that stood out. Marky Mark's still a freak. No try on that. I still think it's the correct call.
Would you call it?
No, he lost it.
Yeah.
He lost it.
Yeah.
But
Would
even
have been
the-
pretty shit if they gave it.
when he got pumped, got back up, came back inside.
Yeah,
inside
that
for
one.
Sammy Walker.
He's a freak, mate. He is a freak.
You don't let that man wind up like
Yeah.
that either. You're
And he-
like,
and he got licked too. Like he was on his ass.
Well, you know what? Do you know why he gets to wind up? Because he stops, and they go, "Oh, what's he going to do?" And he holds the ball in two hands, and he can step right, and he can kick, and you don't know what. Like,
You know what
you
he's
just
doing in
get
that
caught
moment,
ball
do you?
watching,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he goes bullets and just fucking takes off and accelerates.
once he got up, he wasn't creeping across, and once he got up and shot for that way, old mate just went fuck and missed him,
Yeah.
and then he goes on. You can see what he was doing because he's got that union and he's got that sevens motor in him and that mindset.
Yeah.
He was going that way to flick it that way. So he's going to flick this,
Yeah.
but without me even watching. I said because that's in his game. He wants to bring him that way so he can flick it that way.
Broken plays,
Beautiful.
Broken plays for him off the right edge are like rugby union looks.
Yes,
for him.
that's what
Because
he's looking at.
It's not a set line. It's all like plays in and around the ruck that are
He's got
figuring
a-
out if they
yeah.
want to get in the ruck or get in.
Because I don't know who it was. I think it was Herbert that he brushed through. Maybe the left center would have been Herbert. I don't know.
Herbert was on the other
No,
side.
maybe one of the Feeney twins.
No, Sakura.
Was it?
Sakura.
Yeah, Sakura.
Yeah.
So he got caught planting his feet, right? You got
Yep.
to keep moving them, young kid. Keep moving them in the late part of the game when
Yep.
you've got guys like that near.
Yep.
Keep moving your feet, mate. And then he just went, saw it, bang.
Yep.
See you later. Went to those two there, and he knew that Sammy was coming there. It's like it wasn't a fluke. He creates that shit.
He's gone.
Can't think people middles don't have time to fucking think about anything. Where he's sitting out there going, what if I do this X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
Beautiful bloke.
Tell you what, I watched the presser for Robbo after the game. Gave absolutely zero credit to the Tigers in the
Yeah,
game.
it's all them. It's a
You know
fucking
what?
bad Roosters.
He is the sort of guy that doesn't do shit by accident as well. I reckon he hates the Tigers.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's been the sort of guy. The
always
reason
a
this
wild
game
boy,
would have
man.
pissed him off, the Tigers are the complete opposite to what they want to be at the Roosters.
And you turn up for this
And
fucking
he,
game.
and he would have just been furious. I reckon it's going to be a long week for the Roosters players.
It's a big one.